sugar. It's been a long time. I never think I was going to see you again. I see you haven't changed. It's good to see you anyway.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
When I think about the feelings can't explain what happened all this time. My heart still feels pain when I look at you. Memories of love like no one before. You stay on my mind. Always so special. We for each other. You will stay on my mind. Smile. Smile. In your eyes shine pictures of this time for us. I melt with love when our lips hear silent words move the earth and shake my world. But nothing means as much
Your smile,
like that special touch.
your smile,
From your smile.
your smile.
If anything I'd miss,
Your smile,
I never could resist.
your smile,
Your smile. In your touch there's tenderness, sweet caress that soothes our pain. When I'm lost and feel alone, to you I go to make things right again. There's a light that cannot shine until you come into my life and love revealed. You will be the one for me. And I'll give you all I have to give, all the love, all the joy my heart can give, hoping you will share the same with me. Come share my love. Come share my joy. Come share my love. Won't you? I've been trying to tell myself I don't need you. just can't love a special mood. Fell in love with you, stole my heart in such a way. What you did to me can't explain. How you kiss me, when you kiss me, feels so good. Baby, it feels so good. How you hold me, baby, when you hold me, love so good, love so good. There are so many ways that you make me feel just really yours. I love you, yes I do. Sweet, sweet love. Wanna spend my life with you. Sweet, sweet love. I need you every day. Sweet, sweet love. You're in my heart to stay. Sweet, sweet love. Love is grown in many ways. Stood the test of time. Stronger every day. No one loves me like you do. Every day, my imagination anticipates ways I can show you how much I love you. Candy flowers, priceless pearls, romantic trips about the world. Baby, just think you and me floating on that Caribbean Sea. So exotic, I can just feel the heat. And there's candlelight with the moon so high, hanging in a Spanish sky. But before I go on, you got to let me know just how far. I stumbled on this photograph. It kind of made me laugh. It took me way back down memory lane. I see the happiness, I see the pain. Where am I? Back down memory lane. I see us standing there, such a happy, happy pair. Love beyond compare. Look at there, look at there. The way you held me, nothing could tell me that love would die. Oh, why did I have to find this photograph? I thought I had forgot the past. Now I'm slipping fast.
What up, what up, what up? We back, baby.
I get so I don't know what it is that you've done to me, but it's caused me to act in such a crazy way. Whatever it is that you do, when you do what you're doing, it's a feeling that I want to stay. 'Cause my heart starts beating triple time with thoughts of loving you on my mind. I can't figure out just what to do when the talking here is you. I get so I can hardly
I like that, y'all. I like that. Yeah, I like that.
whatever method used is alright with me. As long as you get to where you need to be.
SWV was it. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing, man? Nigga just took a hot bath, man. I was, oh Lord, I feel like I've been in a jacuzzi somewhere. Did the lotion thing. I'm just chilling, man. So I won't be ashy. You know how hot water do you? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so shout out to one of my subscribers. Shout out to the homie. You know what I'm saying? This is not a dig or anything like that. This guy, I consider him to be a friend by the name of Q497. He's one of my subscribers. He'll probably see this title. He brought this video on. I've come in my years on this earth, man. I've just come to realize that certain people have ideologies and worldviews you will never ever change. You will never ever change their worldview. You'll never ever change the way they view the world. And I think it would be foolish on our parts as people to try to, think, okay, I can reason with this guy and change his worldview by just pointing out a few key, points or narratives, or asking a few key questions to try to get this person to do self-discovery or to think a certain. Look, man, people they're gonna look at you the same exact way. And I'm starting to realize that certain mentalities are not really going to matter. It's like, as far as like trying to change somebody's mind, you can't change people's minds. If people believe something, they believe it. And I could tell when I spoke with this brother today that through and through, to his innermost core being, he believes that the black man is oppressed in America and that the black man does not have a fair shake. And he likened it to a young man in his house as a son, like my son. And he becomes 22, 23. He becomes a young man, and he in my house trying to buck up against me. And I say, hey, this is my house. And, and look, that analogy makes great sense. And I would understand how that would make sense. If you got two men under the same roof and stuff like that, then by all means, I can understand that. I would. But I've seen people in their house be thrown into a situation and circumstance where they have to bow down and respect them. And that is because of the Japanese, for example. The Japanese, I know I'm going to go all through this whole thing about they got their own homeland. We're going to get into all that. But, the Japanese, 1945, were in internment camps. 40 years later, they had gotten reparations for that internment. Japanese internment camp survivors got, it was only about $5,000. So it really ain't no real money. So somebody give your ass $5,000. That's not no money. It's really not. They should have gave out more than that. I'm just being, if you're going to hold me against my will just because of where I'm from in an internment camp, then you're going to have to pay me. It's real simple. And I'm talking about hundreds, at least, of thousands of dollars, or shit, maybe even millions, depending on how long I was in there. If I'm in there over 12 months, you're coming up off a million. You're coming up off them M's, right? That being said, I can understand why certain people think that the black man in America will never be able to thrive. Because I mean, come on, man, look around. I mean, you know, jail, incarcerations, uh, you know, uh, you know, what else? I mean, you look at it, man. I mean, we're at the bottom of every metric, and according to Q4, he was saying that, hey, man, they won't leave us alone. They keep messing with us. That's why we at the bottom, because they messing with us. It's literally what he said. And I was like, okay. So we're not at the bottom for the reasons I showed you guys earlier, right? Like let me reiterate this stuff a little bit for y'all, so we can kind of, I'm gonna just show you some inconvenient ass information about this whole we at the bottom because they messing with us stuff, right? So this one right here is the biggest one, the biggest and most damning thing. Can y'all see that? Let me minimize this. There we go. This is the biggest, most damning thing. The white man keep messing with you, and he working twice as hard as you. This is where the rubber meets the road, right? You can say your teachers are racist, but when you got black education system, like I'm from Montgomery, everybody I saw was black that was in charge of everything, from the rooter to the tutor, county on down. Maybe not at the state level, but at the county, state board of education, not the county, the city board of education. All the people, black people, were on the board, Democrat, that we voted in, right? We had Democrat governors from the time I was born to like the time I was a teenager. There was a governor by the name of George Wallace that black people voted in. My whole damn first formative years of my life, black people supported him, right? And so, as I'm looking at this, I'm just hearing all this. You can't thrive. You can't make it. The white man's not going to let you. He's going to always stop you. He said, anytime he said, okay, why are there no black owned airline companies? Why are there no black owned? This is what he was saying. Because he really wouldn't let me talk. He was just kept going. Y'all know I can go. So, I love to talk to this brother, though, because it's really fun. It's fun to talk to him. He's a fun brother. He's actually a pretty smart brother. But he ain't trying to hear shit when it comes to, certain things about the black community, because this whole ideological standpoint of racism, white supremacy is so overpowering that we can't, like, okay, let me, you know what? Fuck it. Let's, it's time for me to break out the old drawing board. What I used to have, let's bring the app back. Let's bring the Paint app back up. So we're going to get into this. Let's look at this from a perspective, right? Let's divide this whole thing down the middle, right? So we're going to divide it down the middle, right? Got the letters. Okay, so right here. Now, on this left side, we're going to talk about oppression and racism, okay? I did this before, but let's do it. Racism, right? On the side of racism, I mean, what do you have, right? Can we really put incarceration in with racism? I'm talking about today. Like, what can we talk about today that's like overtly racist? Can somebody give me an example of something that would be considered overtly racist? Because I'm sorry, I'll make the case that a lot of the brothers that are getting locked up for valid reasons. Not all. Okay, because some unfair incarceration, right? Like some brothers, and I'm typing with one hand trying to hold a microphone, right? Some unfair incarceration. Let me spread that out a little bit, right? So there's some brothers that are, unfairly incarcerated in America. Let's see what else. Oh, I got one. Well, the prison system isn't necessarily unfair. I know people don't want to hear that. But I mean, if we're really telling the truth, the nigga that stood on the corner selling dope probably should have went to jail. Who gives a fuck if he was trying to feed his family? What did Biggie say? This is the people that called the police on me when I was trying to make some money to feed my daughter. Really? That's what you was trying to do? You tore the fucking community up. You cost us millions of dollars. And you probably don't look at it like this because you're not thinking like this. You're thinking about yourself. But when people run crack house, you put a crack house on a block, it fucked that whole block up. If it's 20 houses on one side of the block and 20 houses on the other side of the block of the street, in the one block, that's 40 homes. And let's say those homes on average should be worth $100,000. Right? But because you got dope fiends in a crack house and motherfuckers parking their houses up and riding through all hours of the night, bass beating and shit, shooting and shit, crime getting called, the homes now are worth, where I'm from in the South, homes that can be worth $100,000 will probably be worth $40,000. Now, I just told you it's 40 houses, so that's $4 million. Now you're going down to 1.6 million. So you just lost $2.4 million in valuation that could be in the black community because your black ass want to sell dope. Right? So I'm sorry, I just can't give people incarceration in the prison system as a way to bolster this whole argument, right? So I'm trying to make up some shit that I can think is systemic. I'm struggling to say systemic. When it comes, you say racism still alive. They just be concealing it, like in other words, it's very hard for somebody to answer that question today. Like, okay, show me systemic. When you say systemic, show me it written in law, in code. A black man cannot. Well, it ain't in law and in code, but this, that, right? I'm trying to make a fair fuck it. I'll tell you what. Let's go with the lies. Let's go with it. All right, fuck it. I'm just going to say incarceration. I'm not even going to try to interpret this shit yet. I'm going to just go with the whole little narrative because this shit don't make sense whichever way you cut it, right? Whichever way you cut this shit, it doesn't make sense, and I'm about to show you. All right? Okay, education. They shitting on us in education, right? Even though I don't believe that shit either. They fucking us in education. What else are they doing to black people? Police, right? Police just killing, I don't know, shit. Let's say police kill 40,000 black men a year. Let's just say that's a fucking lie, but it'll take them thousands of years to do that. But let's say that they kill 40 black men a year. What else? What other issues are hurting black people? Lack of access to capital, right? That's the big one. Lack of access to capital, right? I think this is pretty much a definitive. Oh yeah, my bad. Racism, the white man destroyed the family. Now, black people voted to destroy their own families and shit like that. We won't really want it. We don't want to accept no culpability in that shit. We want to blame it on the white man. Your black ass supported policies that remove fathers from homes, and you still do to this fucking day. Okay, we're going to do gentrification. Stay in the neighborhood. Gentrification, right? You stay in the neighborhood for 40 years. You never buy a home. Somebody moving that bitch and put a coat of paint, roof and shit. They raise the taxes. You bitching, right? You 35 years old, worried about getting gentrified. You don't want to get no trades, no skills, increase your human capital. None of that shit you ain't got no responsibility, right? But fuck it, we gonna let that shit go. Gentrification. This is the thing: police, education, incarceration. What else? What up, Alien? You back? Can't get loans yet. A lack of access to capital, right? You know what I'm saying? And so this is what I'm talking about, guys. These are the things that we say. Well, this is why black people can't get ahead right here. I think this is pretty exhaustive list too. I think the liberals would be proud of me. I think this is. What do y'all think? Y'all think the liberals will be proud of my list up here? I didn't put, why I won't? Anyway, fuck it. You ain't gonna let me do nothing. This is all right. I could have did bold right there. The hell with it. Anyway, so we got that, right? And that's the racism side. Now, over here, I'm gonna put, you got racism. Over here, we're gonna call it freedom. Right now, incarceration, counter to what one believes. I don't think you go to jail if you don't break the law, right? And the overwhelming majority of black people in the black community don't break the law. Every day, black people raise their children, Their children don't break the law. Their children don't sell drugs. Their kids go to college. They live a normal life, and they don't have money. It's not like it's a bunch of wealthy black people. I'm talking about people lower middle class, which is where I come from, lower middle class, right above poverty. Like sometimes shit got cut off in my house. That's where I come from, right? That person is going to be able to have access and lay claim to a free education, right? Not free, but free, right? We know what I'm talking about. Your ass ain't paying nothing, right? Now you paying property taxes and all that shit, but that's what you voted for. So it's what you wanted, right? What else they got? So in order to avoid going in, like they say, it's 4 things you can do to guarantee that you won't be live in poverty in America. Stay out of jail, graduate high school, don't have kids till you're married, and get a workable trade. That's it. 4 measly little things you can accomplish by the time you're 18, 19 years old. You can accomplish all that by 19 years old. You could graduate high school at 18, 17, go take a little trade for a year and get you a little certificate of trade and be out there working, have your own shit. And you're pretty much guaranteed to live above the poverty line the rest of your life. You got a 98% chance of succeeding. Damn near 100. Think about that. Don't have kids till you get married. No children. So you 19, don't have kids till you're 35. What is that going to do for your financial situation? If you're disciplined with your dick, right? That's what I'm asking, because I'm sitting up here and I'm trying to understand, like, how are we going to make this shit make sense? But let's keep going. So, all right, education, obviously, I'm going to just say work like, oops, what did I do? What did I do? Damn. Asians. Academically. Put in the work like the Asians do, academically. I don't think that's a hard thing to do. They put in 3-4 hours of shit, 2 hours a day on average. Why your ass can't put in shit 2 hours a day? I ain't trying to be funny. My son in the 4th grade, he's at a private school, and he's literally up to about an hour and a half of homework in the 1st grade. He don't even know no better. He don't know that that's excessive. I think that's crazy. But he don't know, because that's all he gonna learn is what we gonna make him do. That's it. Right? Now, got that going. All right, let's keep going. Police. If you want to change the police, let me tell you what you do. And this is what you can do in America. You pay the city council, deal with the county commissioner, and make campaign contributions to the city council and to the county commissioner, and you control the government from the local level. This shit is real easy. And I'm talking about this shit only 1 or 2 people can do. It don't take a lot of rich motherfuckers to do it. You can make a little $2,000 campaign contribution to a motherfucker, and you'll have their ear in city council and in the county. That's it. In a little small city like a municipality like Montgomery, Alabama or something, yeah, you can easily make a change. I just don't talk about that shit. That shit's so petty and small to me. Police is one of the smallest issues black people face in America. It just is, right? But if you want to get emotional, you can watch some video and, well, you could be killed at a traffic stop. You know, that shit, right? If I really just want to press the issue. That is technically true. You can be. Cop can't actually kill your ass, so you got to be careful. I'm not saying that, but the statistical chances of me getting killed by a cop is probably lower than me getting, it's actually lower than me getting struck by lightning. You got a better chance of getting struck by lightning than you do getting killed by a police officer at a traffic stop. If you add up all the times they have interactions with people every day. People don't talk about that's actually true what I just said, right? Now, gentrification. Shit, I don't know. Get a trade. Hold on. Pay off city officials. That's how you get the cops off your ass. You want to change the policies in the city? You go in there, you make campaign contributions, and you start talking that money shit. This would take organizing of a small group. Guys, I remember Jason Black talked about Ferguson, Missouri, and he talked about how he went and looked up the actual public record of the campaign contributions for all the people in Ferguson, Missouri. He said for about $10,000, you could have bought and controlled that whole fucking city council for $10,000 worth of campaign contribution. You could have controlled 4 or 5 of them with $2,500 a piece. That's it. That's it. Black folks don't do no research about shit like this. Let's go. Let's keep going. So you pay off the officials, pay off city officials. Gentrification. You'll never hear me complain about gentrification. You know why? If you in the hood, because black people, like, let's go ahead and talk about this for a second. So you support criminality. You support people that are criminals that bring crime to your communities. That crime, like I just showed you in the analogy, cost you guys half of your wealth. And I'm telling you, just in Montgomery, Alabama alone, I know for a fact that the wealth of a lot of different neighborhoods is held back. There are areas in Montgomery where you got some nice, solid houses. They may not be big. You're talking about like 1,400 square feet, like area called South Lawn. You got some nice, still got some. I rode out there one day. I said, damn, these are like houses that were built in like the early 70s, late 60s. But these houses were like kind of like the Brady Bunch type houses, you know. Still kind of had a little decorative feel to them. They were eclectic. It wasn't just like no cookie cutter shit. You know, everybody had different style doors and houses and architecture. And you could tell it was a nice neighborhood when it was built, right? Well, right over there today, you can get a house over there probably for $20,000, $15,000, $20,000. Shit just done run down. Motherfuckers ain't taking care of the grass. It's Niggerville, USA. I could go on Zillow. I don't want to embarrass people. I can go on Zillow right now and zone down into certain streets over that motherfucker. And you can see that shit from space, how fucked up it is. I hate to say it. You can see it from space, damn it. I could take a Google satellite, zone down, and say, see this? That's supposed to be grass. The motherfuckers done just parked on the yard so fucking much in all them damn houses. That shit, they done killed all the fucking grass. Just niggas, right? That's the type of shit that we do, right? That hurts property value. Parking on the fucking grass hurts property value. Putting your barbecue grill on the front fucking porch in the driveway is probably some shit you shouldn't do if you want to really raise, property value, keep your shit and create some black wealth. And then you want to cry and complain when, let's say, for example, some major shit happened in Alabama one day and some rich people come in and start buying up all the black neighborhoods over there in South Lawn, right? They buy all that shit up and board it up, right? You niggas start being late on rent. They take the landlord, they buy that shit from him, and then they say, you know what, fuck it, we just gonna evict you, man. We're not gonna renew the lease. Half of that neighborhood will be empty because half the motherfuckers are renting. And I'm talking about little $40,000, $50,000 houses they rent, $800, $750 a month. They paying that. You get a mortgage for $250 for a $50,000 house, $40,000 house. For years I've seen that damn. You get $50,000. I'm talking about $250, $300. That's it. But you'd rather pay damn near triple that. You want to talk about wealth and systemic oppression? What does it take to qualify for a damn $40,000 house? That the income don't even need to be that high. You can get a rocket mortgage. They say access to capital. You could get access. Just go ahead and skip on to that one. Access to capital, bro. I could go on and get a mortgage. I can do a business loan. I can do all types of shit through the internet. I don't fucking need to be out here talking about, bro. Like once you got a business and you have the business, you can actually show like residual income coming in that business. I can go in right now and probably get a couple $100,000. I wouldn't do that shit. But if I wanted to, if I was like, man, I need a loan, man, let me go. I'd probably qualify for a sizable amount of money if I just tried. I don't give a shit. That's not what I'm trying to do. So why are we spinning our wheels, so to speak? That's what I want to know. Why are we spinning our wheels with all this bullshit about the black community is being held back by systemic oppression and all that shit? Is it true that the black man can't thrive in America because racism, white supremacy is going to stop him? And, a lot of brothers Uh, yeah, I'm in Lilburn now. I'm in Lilburn. Yep, I am actually. But that's the thing. Like, I've kind of given up on this whole thing of debating and arguing with people that really want to believe that. You want to believe that you can't have things. Now, let me ask you a question because we have to really unpack this. There is a solid reason why there is no sizable, John Rockefeller style person in the black community. There's a legit reason. And it's not because of the black community, I wouldn't say. It's because of the things that the government did. See, because what the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac programs did when they came out, they expressed in writing from the federal government that this money was not to be allotted to Africans, to blacks. This money was specifically supposed to go to people that were white, pretty much, right? That's where this big white and black thing paradigm came from. And if you look at it, all the suburbs in rural areas became suburbs a lot of times. That's where they diverted a lot of the funding, diverted the quality teachers, the quality books, the quality everything, went out to the suburbs. They were in public schools at those times. Those schools were public schools, right? They didn't have to have private schools. Once they integrated schools, what did they do then? They said, fuck it. I'm going to just pay money to send my child to a private school. So they don't have to be around your black ass, which is what they do. And even to this day, me being from Montgomery, Alabama, I know for a fact there are schools that are mostly predominantly white schools that are strictly for white kids. Not necessarily they saying no niggas allowed, but they just don't have that many black kids in there. They don't, because how many black folks in Montgomery are going to spend $200 a week to send their child to school when they don't have to, then go to school for free? But you'd rather spend money because, they really give a fuck about their kids. So when you go to these schools, right, you go in these schools, in these little small schools, you got 8, 9, 10 kids in the classroom. You think if you got 8 people in the classroom, that kid is probably going to get more attention from the teacher, more time with the teacher. When they're having problems, that child is probably going to be able to get his or her issues addressed. Whereas there were classes when I was at Carver of 50 people. No shit. I was in English class with literally, there were no desk. Okay. We had to, motherfuckers was sitting on cubby holes. Like, see, y'all don't probably know about the cubby holes and shit. People would come in the classroom. We had no desk. For like the first week or so, motherfuckers sitting on the cubby holes. There was that many damn students in that class, man. Y'all school was overran. The average class size, if I'm being honest, was about 25, 30 kids, minimum. Like a small class is about 25. 20 to 25 is a small class. That's a small class. But a class where there are like millions of, I don't say millions, but there's a class where there's a lot of students, like the English class is going to be loaded. History's going to be loaded. Right. And I remember Coach Hooper class was so wide, man. Like he would have like 7, 8 rows of the desk. Real talk. 7, 8 rows. Damn near like a college campus, man. We had like that school had probably about 2,500 students. I remember I was at Lanier, man. I graduated from Lanier. Even at Lanier, the black school, my senior year was my college class, my high school graduating class was 400 and some odd students, over 400 seniors. Take in mind, we had but 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. We had 400 seniors. And that wasn't even that big of a class. They was talking about thinking about it. Well, I graduated at the Acadome, which is like the basketball arena for College of Alabama State University, right? That's why I graduated. But that's what I'm talking about. They stopped. I think we've really kind of gotten away from, what's the truth, man. Look, man, ultimately, historically, I think they stopped. They snuffed out the Andrew Carnegies of our generation, of our community. I mean, they snuffed them out. They stopped the brother that owned, there was a guy that owned the largest black-owned hotel in the world. It was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. In 1920, it was brand newly built too. That's how rich these people were. Newly built hotel down there in Tulsa. I'm talking about real nice. And it was black owned, man. And they they messed around, man, when the Tulsa riots happened, and they blamed the Tulsa riots on the guy that was the founder that created that hotel, one black millionaire. And he fled to Chicago. And his grandson is the guy who runs this firm. Let me see if I can go to Black Patriarchs channel and see if I can find it. If I can find it on Black Patriarch channel, I kind of play a little snippet about that guy. But I just find it fascinating that this black dude in a country where at the time they'd look at your ass and swing you from a fucking tree if you just look like you had some pride in yourself, right? And these people were able to thrive in ways we just would think were impossible, right? Like how is this even feasible? That these people are able to amass this kind of wealth in a country that is, like he said, like Q4 just told me today, that it's almost impossible for them to support, for black people to make it in America. And so, yeah, I don't see it. I think he took it down. Yeah, he took it down. Oh, well. So, I think we go too far with this whole ideological belief system that we're oppressed by the man and stuff like that. I ain't stirring up no trouble, brother. I just know how I'm just actually refuting what you told me today. You told me, and you can type out and tell me what you said. I would rather he say what he said. He said that it is impossible for us as black men in this country to thrive because the white man will never let us thrive. And what he cited, what really brought this up? I mentioned the queen, the king, the king, woman king thing, which was I ain't gonna lie, that shit is just fucking horrible. It really is. Like, that woman king shit is fucking horrible, man. It is. I said, what the fuck? Are they fucking serious? This shit is an insult to black women. I won't let you finish your point. Just type it out. I'll read it. I think I was pretty fair in my assessment. If you go back to the beginning, when you get a chance and listen to this video, you'll see that I was down the middle. I was fair. I just disagree. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and type out the woman king trailer. Let's type this shit out. So, all right. So let's share this shit. And this is what brought it on. Was this shit here. And I agree with him. I agree. Me and Jeroen in lockstep on this. This is some sinister, evil shit. This is one step away from putting our kids. This is Lil Nas X level shit. Like, this shit here, look at her. She got fucking traps. Did you see that shit? She got traps on y'all ass. You got brothers that ain't got traps around this motherfucker. She got traps. Let that sink in for a second. Let's go.
An evil is coming that threatens our kingdom.
So let me first explain this guy right here. So this dude right here, I really don't like his ass. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like him. So he did a movie called Attack of the Block. It was a London movie. It was okay movie. It was kind of silly about some kids getting chased by some aliens, right? He played the main protagonist in the film. And, the aliens were the antagonists, right? He did some shit, risked his life, and successfully killed all the aliens at the end, right? From that, he got a call, and he wound up playing in Star Wars. Tell you how I know he's a piece of shit. This is just my personal opinion. After he did the Star Wars movie, he was all excited because he said, okay, this is going to put me on another level. This is going to excel my career. I'm going to start getting a lot of films, different shit like that. That's exactly what happened, right? And I forget his name. It's not Daniel Kaluuya. That's the ugly dude from Get Out, right? I don't know what his name is, right? But once he started getting movies, he's African. He's an actually African immigrant from London, right? Once he started getting roles, when Spike Lee did She's Gotta Have It, the girl that played in Spike Lee She's Gotta Have It made a comment about Boyega. Yeah, John Boyega. Thank you. And so Spike Lee, the girl made a comment about how these actors, they say they're classically trained and they're just better, but they come over here and just because they got a British accent, and plus they don't see America like we do. They don't really count it, so they're easier to work. And that's just the truth, right? And so they don't see America like we do a lot of times. And I'm not saying black people come over here with a grudge or anything like that, but I think sometimes, man, it does behoove us to benefit from being American and understanding how shit work in America. We do as black men. But I'm a conservative. I believe in freedom and individual liberty and shit. But I'm also a black man in America, and I'm not fucking stupid. See, an African to come over to this bitch, and like the girl from the movie and Q4 mentioned this girl, the girl from the movie Queen and Slim, that can't stand black folks. That was complete total disdain. And not all Africans are like this, okay, obviously. So I'm not shitting on all Africans. But once he did the Star Wars film, he started talking shit about Star Wars. Because when the shit flopped, he didn't want to own up to none of it. He was like, because all the motherfuckers was, talking shit. He was just throwing this shit under the bus. I'm like, oh, he a bitch. They called him and gave him a chance. And then as soon as this shit turned, he turned against and started, I regret this and I regret. They're like, damn, dude. Like, these people called you and took you from some little low budget B movie to a damn Star Wars flick, and hundreds, billions of dollars that have been made in that damn movie, and you on the face of all the posters and shit, and you choose to just say fuck. Then he did the movie Detroit, right? Which I thought was kind of fucked up. I was like, man, you could have got a brother to play that, man. Come on, you can get a brother from America to play that. So he's starting to get a lot of fucking roles in our country, right? But this is this is an American film. They're going to show Africa. Have 90% of the people in here are real fucking African. You better believe that shit. They're not with that. They're not, they tired of us. The only one you probably going to see is your girl. She ain't African. She look like it, but she ain't. Viola Davis. Right? And so that's the mentality. And so I really don't rock with this nigga for real. In other words, I don't like this nigga. Okay? So I don't wish this nigga well. Now, I'm not saying I want to see him fail. I just ain't going to be like, oh, yeah, that's good. I hope he do. No, fuck that. Michael B. Jordan, yeah, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for, because I feel like he got really angry at Spike Lee because Spike Lee put that and wrote that in his script about how they coming and taking roles from American actors, as if we don't got people from Juilliard that are trained actors. Black people been graduating from Juilliard for shit. Damn near, I don't know how long, how old is that shit? Hundreds of years? We got classically trained black people in America that can do roles and shit like that. They can't get roles. Everybody got to be from fucking London now. That's some other shit I don't want to talk about. But let's go.
Our freedom. But we have a weapon.
You know what's really kind of funny? Is it me or they not really showing the white man as the enemy in this shit? It seems like the enemy is these other black dudes. Y'all see that shit? Like, it seems like to me, the enemy in these films are black men. That's just what I'm thinking, right? Just look at this shit. So you got the good black man, which is John Boyega, and then you got this, she looks like Bill Duke from Predator right now. Look at her. Look at her shoulders. She got fucking triceps and all that shit. Look at her. I'm talking about, damn, she'll give Superwoman a run for her fucking money. And come on, man, have you seen a white actress with this much fucking muscle on her? Now, this is the problem. This is where I hate to have to be the bearer of bad news. Black woman, this ain't some good shit. This is really you got to be smart enough to know when you're being shitted on. And see, black woman, a lot of y'all don't see it. We've had enough times and images of black women being the big, tough, strong, independent, strong, don't need nobody, don't look at you. Look at what they putting. Look at what they're selling little girls now. I can be like her. I can be strong. I can whoop a nigga ass. Yeah, you'll find that out real quick. Go grab a little 5'7" dude to see if you're going to whoop his ass. Little 5'7", 160-pound brother. Go try him. See what happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got some of these big 300-pound sisters might give him a run for his money, but The average chick might weigh 50, 60 pounds more, so you get put on her head. Not because we want to, because men don't want to do that. That's not your role. You ain't built for that shit. You ain't supposed to be out here like that. But what do these people that run Hollywood, the people that wear them things on their heads, what do they do? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What do they do? The people that put them things on their head are the ones that greenlight these films. They're the ones that you should be angry towards, because they're the ones that control music. They're the ones that control the entertainment industry, this whole sector. Basketball, football, baseball, shit, soccer, banking, porn, anything you cut your phone, they control the tech. Well, now you can look, now they're not the CEO. Motherfucker, the CEO don't run these companies. That's just like a manager of a business. That's all they really are. They manage the business. The damn shareholders is the ones that really control that bitch. They the ones, he sit down, he say, yeah, man, this is what we doing. He controls the day-to-day, but the direction of the company's decided with all of them put their heads together. The CEO don't just tell people what to do. Everybody think the CEO, man, the CEO is just the guy that get the money, man. The ones that control who do what and how shit go is the damn board members and all them motherfuckers that you would think he's over them. But yeah, it might be a board member, right? But then you got the shareholders. Shareholders might come to the meeting like, look, man, I own 30% of this company, and I want you to sign this kid out of Atlanta called Lil Nas X. And he got a song. We have an idea for him. We want him to be dancing on the devil, like he, you know. And we want you to write children's books and send it to kids and shit like that. It'd be great marketing. It'd be great. I love it, right? What did Jerry Heller say when he heard NWA? First words out of Jerry Heller's mouth was, I thought that was the greatest music I ever heard in my life. Jerry Heller. What type of name is Heller? At every time we've gotten fucked over, they've been sitting right there, twisting the fucking knife deeper and deeper. They gave the motherfuckers the knife to stab us, and they twisted that bitch deeper once he drove in. Hey, man, go over there and stab that nigga. Then he goes stab him. Who you mad at? You mad at the motherfucker that stabbed me? I'm also mad at your ass because you're the orchestrator of it. Black woman, they making an ass out of you. Viola Davis, it really ain't trying to be funny. She's not, and I hate to say this, she's probably not aware. She's just trying to get a fucking paycheck. She don't give a fuck. She thinks in her mind, let me tell you what she would probably say. Well, this is good. I get to show strong women, and you could do whatever, young black girl. Because see, let me tell you what it is with black women. See, black women, you think, okay, well, look, I want to encourage other black girls, and I want to show them that they can have it. We don't have to be in the back. We can lead. We can do this. We can do that. And we don't have to do this. We have to. Now, I get that. I get where you're going. But there's a such thing as called femininity as well, that you don't sacrifice. Start your businesses. Be successful. Do your films. But don't portray yourself in a masculine way, because that does not serve you. It hinders you. It does. Guys, there was a this was years ago. I think it was at Ole Miss. They made this black heavyset girl they made this black heavyset girl the homecoming queen, and everybody, a lot of people they did it out of spite. They were trying to make fun of her. She didn't see it like that though. So, and you guys just hate us. And she was talking like that. And I'm like, no, they making fun of your black ass. That's like a good example when they put Gabby Sidibe, Precious, on the cover, and then they took it's supposed to be like all these new actresses coming up. So Gabby Sidibe looking like who done it out of the hood somewhere. And then you got like all these slim, fly-looking white women, and then Gabby Sidibe. And if you can't see that as an insult, then I don't know what to tell you. Now, the beautiful thing about that is these are the motherfuckers y'all support, the white liberals, and these are the people that run these magazines. These are liberals. These are people that put this shit out. They're the ones that put this shit out. I know where in hell I would make a film putting, what he says, so the real question is, how do we go from sequel to several $1 billion in a 5-year period? We won't go to several $1 billion in 5 years from sequel. It can happen, but I'm not thinking like that. I'm thinking what can I control? What can I put? What can I give? What can I build to give to my son or daughter that they can have? That will put them, they not starting where I started. They starting where I started at when I was 40. They starting there at 18 where I was at 40. So by the time he's 40, he might get his hands on 30 million, 100 million, 200 million. Because not only is he starting where I am at 40, but I'm trying to make him way smarter than I was. He's already way smarter than I was at his age. Way smarter. Way more gifted. You know what I'm saying? So you invest in your children, right? Stay your black, not you, but black men, stay at home, raise your kids, get life insurance, make sure you buy mutual funds for your children, right? Make sure you invest in their education. Basic shit like that, real easy shit, man. You want to close the racial wealth gap, that's the easiest way to do it. One generation. If everybody just decided to do that today, which they're not going to do that. But if they did, that shit would fix it like that. It would, because, and I heard a guy say this, and this kind of really destroyed this whole racial wealth gap argument. When I heard it, I was like, oh shit, I never thought of that. Guys, the average age of white people is older than the average age of black people because we don't live that long. So our numbers are skewed down. So our wealth is actually more than what we think it is compared to whites. If you say 18-year-old white versus 18-year-old black, that's different. But if the average age of white people is, I don't know, but let's say the average age is 39 versus the average age of black people is 25. That's some real crucial ass shit going on between 25 and 39. That makes a hell of a difference. By the time you 39, shit is different. They live longer. So because they live longer, their numbers are going to be skewed higher, whereas our numbers are going to be skewed lower because we don't live past 60 half the time. As black men, we don't. Right? So these are just some of the things that I want to put out there, man. But let's keep going with this ugly ass commercial. Let's go.
They are not prepared for.
So this is supposed to help black women, black girls grow up for what? Look, having confidence, being feminine. What is, like, can I get a sister to explain to me how's this good for black girls? How is, like, for example, Viola Davis is the same one that they kept giving awards to it, and always she's speaking at Black Girls Rock. Remember that shit? I don't know if they did it lately, but Black Girls Rock was all on BET. When they took BET over, they sold it. They started doing Black Girls Rock. They put a white woman in a black woman in a token position. And the one that talked to George Lucas, they keep giving her awards and shit. All these women get these awards. They get this shit, Kathy Hughes and all of them. Oh my God. They pat each other on the back. The lady that run Essence magazine, they all up there patting each other on the back and shit like that. What have you accomplished? The white man gave you your shit. Most of it. Well, so-and-so is so-and-so of Verizon. You work for Verizon. You just one of their pawns. The white man looks at you and laughs because he knows at any given moment he can take your ass down. At any given moment, they can take all this shit from Viola. They know that. They've seen it. Monique was hot some years ago. Believe it or not. Right? Now she's not. They can take that shit from your ass. When old girl married Namde Asamoah, what's her name? From Scandal. When she was single, she was getting all the roles. She married a black football player. They did not like that shit. They didn't. They didn't like it because they knew there's oh no, you a sex symbol. No, we want you to, you can't marry a black man and have, she really married a fucking brother, a football player, a cornerback. And he got a big ass contract. That was the end of his career. Look at that shit. Kerry Washington, that's it. That was the end of his career. Once he got with old girl, he traded, I forget, he went somewhere in the Northeast. I think he went to Philly. And he just wasn't the same, but he was a shutdown corner for the Raiders. What happened? And then he did some shit about literacy and reading and all that shit. What they do? Man, they took that. That brother had like 2 more years in the NFL. His ass is out. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here, man, is key. They trying to show you, hey, black woman, you don't need a man. Listen to me. This is medicine. It's gonna help you. It's gonna help you. Okay? I'm a scaffold. It's gonna cut a little bit, but it's to heal you. I'm not coming with the dagger. I'm not trying to just cut your head off. Right? This is a scaffold. Trying to do surgery here. We got to remove a tumor, malignant tumor. And it's this black girl magic bullshit. That shit got to go. Okay? It has to go. That shit does not benefit you. To be running around here looking like you all masculine, gonna whoop motherfuckers' ass and you all that. I mean, fuck that, man. Why can't they show black women in a sexual, not necessarily like overtly, objectively sexual, but like not even sexual, just more so a feminine, beautiful way. Let me see a movie about African royalty where the women looking fly and shit and do some shit like that. And then, you know, yeah, okay, you got some female warriors, but it's the way you do it. This shit like, oh shit, they own some other shit. Look at this.
They are not prepared for.
My king, the Europeans wish to conquer us. They will not stop until the whole of Africa is theirs. We must fight back for our people.
Haneska, you're asking me to take them to war.
I mean, look how gritty they got her looking, dog. I mean, this shit is fucked up, man. Viola Davis, she Conan, bro. Look at this shit. Look how she look. Hard, boy. Hard life. Hard life. Man, we had a woman that was a janitor in elementary school. She looked just like that. And I mean, one day the teacher called me or something. And, you know, she had a real funny voice. She could, move, boy. Like that. That's how she used to talk. Move, boy. Oh, shit. Scared the shit out of me. Like, she'd grab my ass and run me into the fucking wall. And she was about damn near 6 feet. I'm just saying, is this not the hardest fucking look we done seen, Val? This look worse than The Help. In The Help, she looked bad. But at least in The Help, she tried to have her shit together a little bit. This is rough, man. This rough. Look at all that. She got battle scars and shit. They done gave her the Big Daddy Kane eyebrow. You know what I'm saying? She got the damn, somebody done hit her with a fucking spear, tried to cut her damn arm off. Y'all see that shit? Come on, look at this shit, man.
Some things are worth fighting for.
Don't know.
You are called to join the King's Guard. No kingdom in all of Africa shares this privilege. Train hard, fight harder. We fear no one. And we fear no pain. I offer you a choice.
So this scene really pisses me off for a myriad of reasons, man. Y'all don't see this shit. Y'all don't see this shit, bro. This is horrible. This is fucking horrible. It is. I don't give a fuck if it's real history. Look, man, out of all the fucking stories that they had to tell, you gonna tell this shit, man. This is, let me tell y'all something. You know what this shit remind me of? Saw. Like, what the fuck? Like, you go, like, let's be honest. This ain't some shit you really want to see. Let's keep this shit a buck, black people. This ain't some shit we really want to see. Let me tell you what this is. This is Precious. Remember? You go to Precious. It was award-winning, heartwarming, an uplifting story. I'm like, okay, she fat, can't read, got AIDS, HIV. Her mama beating her ass, throwing the TV out, about to kill her. She got a retarded child. What was uplifting? She moved out at the end. What was uplifting about Precious? Can somebody tell me? So this is supposed to be an uplifting story, right? Of a woman walking up against a man. Let me ask y'all something, woman. Y'all think y'all compete with us? Like, think about this for a second. Look at the size of this man. Look versus her, right? And if we look at, okay, if he got any type of muscle definition, he can stiffen his muscles a little bit more. And why might I try to ram that shit all up in our ass? Know why? Because I'll be damned if I let you try that shit with me. You ain't finna try to be trying that tough guy shit with me. That shit ain't finna work. I would take that shit very fucking serious. That's the problem. Were there women that were trained throughout history that were able to fight? Yes. There's a reason y'all don't fight in all societies, most cultures. Out of 5,000 African cultures, I'm just going to go out on a limb and probably say there were probably less than 50 where you could say women were actually doing some warrior shit. And people talk about that shit. Those are the stories that people want to talk about. Nobody gives a fuck about them. You're a man, you're supposed to fight. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to fight and die in wars. That's what we do as men. It's not a big deal. But a woman, it's a major theatrical fucking thing. Why? Because it's feminism. It's the black man against the black woman. Y'all see this shit on the screen. It's the black woman against the black man. Right? The black woman is showing that she's more powerful than her fucking man. Her man is weak. And now she's dragging his dead carcass like Hector was dragged by Achilles in the movie Troy. Y'all remember that shit? When he dragged his dead body all over and shit, like just, okay, he's been conquered. Now I'm just waving his dead body around. That's what it was. That's what that is, man. That's what this shit is right now. And the motherfuckers that's doing this, let me tell you something. You'll never see a movie with the small hats where they women doing them like that. Show me one movie where they showing they women in this position like that, where they doing some shit like this. Show me. Show me. You can't even name the damn movie. It doesn't happen. They women do a movie where they doing some fly shit. It's comical. It's a romantic comedy. It ain't no shit like this. They trying to do something. This is what I call social engineering. Because little black boys are going to watch this and fear women. They think women can do this shit. This is make-believe. That's what this shit is. I don't want to hear what happened 500 years ago in some one-off situation in Africa that that was just so fascinating. We need to write story. Now, I read some crazy shit that went on in Africa. In Sierra Leone, they don't write about that shit. They could have made a movie about that. You know why they won't? Because it was a bunch of white slaves and it was a bunch of black women that they were slaves for. And the black women used to dress in these big ass, I remember I saw a picture, and these big ass like gowns and dresses and shit with the hats and ornate shit like they over in New Orleans, like they had damn Moulin Rouge or something. And the dudes would just run around in fucking loincloths and shit. I was like, damn, these are white folks. Slaves. Why don't you show that shit in the movie? They don't want to do that. That don't fit the narrative that they want to push on black folks. You're oppressed. The white man is, it didn't put his foot on your neck. Your black man, your man is weak. He's weak and impotent. And the black woman, you're the only one of valor in this whole fucking community. And you wonder why we have a matriarchy. You wonder why. It's because of shit like this. But who's putting this out? Who greenlit this? I don't expect Viola Davis to be that complex. She's a fucking actor, bro. Viola Davis is not going to have the complexity and understanding, and they dangling millions of dollars in her face. She did How to Get Away with Murder. That's all I need to know. She did. Anybody working with Shonda Rhimes after that scandal shit, I'm through with her. We know Shonda Rhimes is the devil, right? She's Cruella de Vil, right? We know that. Oh, you work with talking about the woman that did scandal? Shonda Rhimes? Oh, yeah. We know you on some bullshit. We know it. We ain't got no choice.
I offer you a choice. Fight or...
She say she offered us a choice. Now the dude, she just got him to submit. Y'all see that shit? Watch this. She said, I offer you a choice. Fight or die. Right? Watch this.
We die.
Guys. So she made this dude submit and quit. Now she's screaming and come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Y'all don't see that shit? I see it. Look at her. Y'all think this woman gonna ever submit and be a wife to make a good wife and mom and raise babies? And she think, man, motherfucker, I can tell nigga, I'll whoop your ass, nigga. That's how she think. Look at her. I'll whoop your ass, nigga. That's what listen, let me go back. That's what that shit sound like. Look at this.
Or we die.
That's that I whoop your ass nigga scream. I whoop your ass, nigga. I don't give a fuck about you, nigga. What, nigga? I got a bigger dick than you. That's literally what. Ain't that what the mayor of Chicago just said? I got the biggest dick in Chicago. Ain't that what she said? Now we know somebody be done grabbed her and folded her little short Jimmy the Cricket looking ass up, but it is what it is. That's what she said, right? Any black man that voted that woman in, good for your little weak ass. That's how I feel about it. I hope that old bitch don't go nowhere. Y'all voted her ass, and I hope that bitch stay in there till she die. Fuck y'all whole city. I hope that bitch burn down. Shit. Fuck. Stupid ass gonna vote that damn woman in. Then, oh, she's a bad mayor. I could have told you that shit. Fuck y'all voted this woman in for. She's shitting on your ass. She doing what she want to do during the pandemic, but you fucked up. You can't do nothing. She do what she want to do. She make your ass quit your job. You're not gonna take the you know what? Then you don't need to come to work. You don't need a job. You don't deserve. You're putting people's lives in jeopardy. We knew back then what the fuck was going on. We knew. Now they CDC starting to come out and say what everybody knew. And the shit that I got all them strikes for, I got about 2 or 3 strikes. I done been suspended once or twice. Well, y'all don't see me for a week. I'm suspended because I said some shit. Come to find out I was right. Well, I be damned. Duh. Right? So my thing is, at the end of the day, this shit right here, man, is a problem. Now, how do we fix this? Because I'm going to come with solutions. Let me let this ugly ass thing finish playing. Let's go. Guys, I mean, come on, man. Come on, dog. Like this is dog. This is horrible promotion for black women, especially dark-skinned black women. Like, y'all ought to be mad about this shit. This is an embarrassment to dark-skinned black women everywhere. Look at this shit. I'm the Hulk, nigga. I'm the Hulk. Wow, like you beating the man and shit. Like, oh, okay. Okay, you on some gangster shit. This is an embarrassment to black women. That's what this is. Don't come talking that feminine shit. And we the least protected. This why you fucking least protected on your screen. The way you feel about being least protected, look what they promote. I've seen video footage of a white dude walked up on this black girl, balled his fist up and beat the shit out of her and pulled a Glock out on her like he's finna kill her. Was getting her ass licks and shit. Brother holding the camera. Damn, she can take a lick. That's what the nigga said. I was like, I got mad about it. Like, damn, man. He walked up on his sister just, I don't like shit like that. I'm sorry I don't. Y'all call me a fucking simp. I don't like to see no white man walk up on sister just beat our ass like that. But he just walked up over traffic. Like, they was arguing over traffic. He got out with his gun. And she was standing there and he walked up. Bitch, he just started just tagging her ass. Bop, 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 bop. Then grabbed the Glock, aimed it at her. I was like, you bitch made motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why you unprotected. At least that's what you say. Prison full of motherfuckers trying to protect your ass, but it's another video. But you wonder why this shit. You don't need protection, black woman. Look at you. You run the world. Ain't that what Beyonce told you? You run the world. Now, your man can have a woman sitting on his lap in your face. You talk all this feminism shit. Your nigga upstairs with a bitch on his lap in your face. You ain't do shit. You get on the elevator, you quiet. Ain't never gonna respect Beyonce, ever. She fake as hell. Talk all that women empowerment shit. This nigga disrespect. When I read that, I say, damn, the chick was sitting on the lap. What chick gonna sit on the lap? This is Beyonce. You would think her sister there. What chick gonna sit in his lap in you? Come on, man. Come on. She looks weak. The only reason she threatened to leave his ass was when that video got leaked with them on the elevator. And he said that's why he rapped in 40, whatever that shit was. He was talking about 40, 44. He's like 444. He's like, yeah, I don't want to lose my family. He's maturing. That nigga just got caught up. He ain't want, he just, she threatened in because she was embarrassed. Her image, she fake as hell. You can see how Sean Paul, what's his name? The Jamaican cat was like, damn, man, we couldn't even perform the song. That nigga was so insecure. Jay-Z, that nigga so insecure, they turned the mic off. This nigga was on the stage at MTV He trying to rhyme. They turned his fucking mic off. He's like, man, that's fucked up, man. Y'all ruined my damn performance, bro. Like, man, that's a major, I'm on MTV. It's like the VMAs, Beyonce performing. And, I'm trying to perform the song. I'm hot. I'm selling platinum records at the time with the Dirty Rock CD and stuff like that. I got new singles coming out. I go out on the stage. Every time I try to perform with Beyonce, it was a fucking problem. And then she telling me, you hurt my career because people saying we sleeping together. She's like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I didn't say that. She fake as I can't stand her ass. I despise her. I don't like her ass. I don't like Beyonce. I think Beyonce fake as a motherfucker. I don't like her. Can't stand her ass. And all these women, black women, there's a lot of y'all black women. Y'all love Beyonce. You love her ass. Y'all think she just, I hate to say it, she's like a god to y'all, man. Beyonce is like God to a lot of y'all sisters. Not all y'all. Don't get offended if you're in the comments. I'm not talking to you, okay? But Beyonce is a god to a lot of these black women. They want to be her so fucking bad. They think she has the perfect life, right? She got shit when she talking about she using the Bible, pages of the Bible for her period and shit. Like, I told them, no, she didn't. She didn't say that. I looked that shit up. I said, watch this. Here's the words. What does that say? Read it for me. Read it for me. Right? I said, when she released that album on Friday, and now everybody's starting to release their albums on Friday, she started that. You know why? She didn't do it to start a trend. She did it because it was some sort of equinox shit she was doing. It's a witch. She's a straight up witch. She be doing all types of blood rituals and shit. In fact, what's her name? One of her artists came out, one of her paper lady had been on tour with her for 5 years, said, man, this lady put all types of sexual hexes and shit on me. She into all that shit. I think that shit real. I know a lot of y'all play with that shit. Oh man, I believe in it. I think it's real. If it's a God, it's a devil. If it's an angel, it's a demon. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep going.
Ready for war. Where you
To be a warrior.
They got her so masculine, she can't even run and look like a woman. Look at her. Look how she run. Look how she running. No facial expression. Just, I'll run 40, 50 miles. I don't have to breathe. Look at her.
To be a warrior, you must kill your tears.
We are the spear of victory.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. So there is a love interest. Well, I'll be damned. The white man is her lover. So look at that. So let's assess this movie. Black woman don't need nobody. She's violent and strong. She can be She-Hulk, right? The black man is weak and impotent. She got to protect him, the king, right? The weak king, he getting played, right? He don't even, the dude, John Boyega, don't even understand. Motherfucker, you sending women out there to fight. You's a bitch. That's what you're doing. You're playing a bitch nigga. That's what you're doing. I'm not sending no damn woman. That's just me. We gonna be some men. You might be out there. You might be a regiment, even if that was my culture. But we gonna have some men out there fighting. Okay. So the black man is weak and impotent, and the sister got to go to the white man to get some real passionate love. You better believe they gonna play good music and shit. And of course, they got the stripper room. It just would not be 2022 if we didn't have stripper music playing in the background, right? Let's go.
Don't know. Take my power.
What more disrespectful can you make it? Call that shit the woman king. Not queen, not the queen. I'm a woman, but bitch, I'm not going to be queen. Bitch, I'm king. You're right, brother. That's so true, Brian. That's so true. I'm a woman, but I'm not going to be a queen. I'm going to be king. I'm going to take the title that you're supposed to have. I'm going to wear the pants in the fucking... That's what that shit is. That I'm going to wear the pants. Of course, brother. Of course you're going to see the rainbow all up through this. It's going to be taste the rainbow Skittles up in this bitch. You better believe it. African too? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Them African liberal motherfuckers, yeah, man. Now I ain't talking about traditional African from Africa, the continent, but the Africa that live in America that are writers and the ones that call us Akatas. Oh yeah. They gonna push that LGBT shit. You better believe. Remember a few years ago when April Mason was telling black women to stop with the I'm strong and independent talking point. Let's see if those sisters come out against this. They won't. They won't. They won't, man. They won't. They won't. You know what I'm saying? And see, I'm gonna explain something to you. Now, the solution for shit like this is our own fucking positive promotion and shit that we control ourselves. Now, interestingly enough, when I was talking to Jerome at the shop when I was about to get a haircut today, and this is just so happened to go, it just played out like this, right? So he was talking about how you won't be able to thrive. White man ain't gonna let you do this. Now, this shit gonna blow your fucking mind because it blew mine. I couldn't believe it, right? So now I go, now this is the second time a guy that cuts my hair and done some fly shit. So I'm going to get a haircut, me and my boy. You know, I've been going to this guy since like shit, since I moved to Atlanta. Real shit, right? Cool brother, right? Call him Black. So Black, today I come in there, he said, man, I got something to show you, bro. I know you real heavy and trying to run your own shit, man. Check this out. So he give me a video, and I'm like, okay. So I see some dude that looked just like him. And I'm not gonna say the name of his shit. He told me I can't really put it out there, so I'm gonna wait because we're gonna do an interview. But so I see a dude, I see them, and they looking at a location, and you got like a drone camera angle of the top of a factory, right? And it's boarded up and shit, and it's like some freight cars and shit in the back and stuff. So I'm sitting there like, okay. Somebody he telling me how big it is and shit. I'm like, okay. Yeah, man, me and my brother just bought that. We just bought it, man. We closed on it. I said, bought it. I'm thinking boarded up, that bitch is millions of dollars. Even if it is boarded up, that shit is millions, right? So yeah, man, we about to renovate it, man. He showed me the pictures and shit. I said, what you gonna do? He strolled the picture to the side. Guys, this brother done went and did some research on YouTube, him and his brother, on YouTube, right hand to God, figured out how to make their own distillery. So what they did was 10 years ago, about 9 years ago, actually, him and his brother, they have a lot of money, but what they do is they put their money together and they went and got some barrels in Kentucky made, and the barrels are like pine wood, right? So they made the barrels, and then they went and mixed their own. They got some chemists they hired, and they mixed their own bourbon years ago, 10 years ago. Now, if you know anything about bourbon that you buy at the store or a vodka, they got a vodka too. The vodka that you buy at the store, like Absolute shit, like that shit is like 6 months old, distilled. That's it. It's like a 6-month distillery. You might be lucky if you get a year. Brothers, let me tell you something. Today, he gave me some of that vodka, and I'm not playing with y'all. That shit is like 5 years old. That was by far the smoothest vodka I had ever had in my life. That shit tastes like water. It went up. It gave you a smooth buzz. Like it wasn't like just because I had an empty stomach. I hadn't had nothing to eat. And so when I took it, I was like, damn, that shit's smooth. You know, I said, man, damn. He said, look, bro. He said, man, check this out. Hit the bourbon. He gave me the bourbon. Smoothest bourbon I've had in my life. The bourbon is 10 years old. He's already got $75 million orders. He's running off all these different orders from different organizations, different companies. He said, man, from bourbon, you can make, he started naming off all, cognac and all these different things. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. He's like, yeah, man. He said, so all those companies are reaching out to us because we got like almost 10,000 barrels of this. We made 10,000 barrels and we started 10 years ago. So every year now we've been buying barrels. Right. I didn't know how much money was in this shit. So because it's 10 years old, because it's so old and it's so smooth, they beating their door down. Like when I say they, I'm talking about major companies that are liquor, alcohol companies. They want to sell premium shit. They about to come to them and start buying from them. And they got like him and his brother have got so much of the shit that it wasn't in for them to get a whole factory refurbished. He showed me, man, we got an architect already. I'd have seen the videos and all that shit. Bro, how about Oprah reaching out to him? Oprah's about to do us like she said, when you guys open your doors, I'm coming. Oprah done reached out to him. He said, man, I hadn't been talking about this shit, man, because it was just too good to be true. But it's happening, bro. We closed on it. So I ain't want to say nothing until we got the loan, man. He said, that's why I really didn't say nothing, but I've been working on this since right before you came to me to cut hair, for me to cut your hair. I was like, damn. So I said, man, how much money is in there? He said, well, look, man, because it's so old, they're going to use our shit for like the quality, high grade shit that they got. Guys, I'm going to tell you, y'all know how bourbon will burn your fucking throat. If you got like dark liquor, a lot of them are strong and that shit burn. Bro, let me tell you something. That shit was so smooth today. That was the smoothest alcohol I've ever had in my damn life. And I had some smooth ass alcohol. That shit, I was like, bro, all you need is ice with this bourbon or with this damn vodka. And this shit is smooth as hell, right? I say, dude, you don't even need no chaser. This shit is so damn that it don't burn. It's like, yeah, man. He said that vodka, it was weird. I'm expecting when I swallow vodka to feel something on my tongue, like you can feel a little tingle. Bro, I tasted that shit, it was like water. I was like, damn. I said, oh. He said, man, the older it gets, the better it gets. The smoother it gets, the longer it sits. He said, man, a lot of the stuff that you buy at the store, so he's just sitting there. And so I'm happy for him. And I'm just like, bro, I can't believe you did this, man. I said, bro, I'm proud of you. I know you about to kill it. I said, I love shit. I said, man, go on, get your money. I dapped him up and shit. I said, oh, shit, I got to find another barber. He said, no, man, I keep cutting you. I said, bro, your ass ain't going to cut you. Bro, this dude, now, I'm going to tell you the number that they're looking at. Based on the amount of stuff they got, they're looking at about $2 billion worth of sales a year. 2.5, actually. That's how much shit they got. They bought that much, and that shit is $300-$400 a bottle. The type of shit they're gonna have high grade shit, not no low grade alcohol distillery. This is no low grade shit, and they got tons of it. He said, man, we getting orders from people from me. He said, man, I got people buying $500 in clubs and shit. He said he got clubs hitting us up. They want to do contracts and shit. Then you got the companies that make all this like Douce and all them. They buy the shit direct from them. That's who they gonna make all their money from. They sell it to the other liquor companies, and then they're gonna do whatever they do to make it into cognac or make it into I forget the other two he named off. Cognac. I forget the other two. I'm sorry. I brandy, I think. Brandy, cognac, and something else. And man, I said, damn. I said, bro, what made you do that? He said, man, we just got off into it. We watched the video, man. We watched the video on YouTube, and we just decided that we wanted to do it. We just thought it would be something that would be, smooth for us to do. And once you got the alcohol, he said, man, what we did is we paid for the storage. And once it distilled for all them years, you got barrels of bourbon, and you distill that shit for 10 years. He said, man, yeah, it was 10 years of just waiting. We knew it was coming. Once we hit like 8 years, we started shopping for buildings and stuff like that. We got the building under contract, but it took us a long time to get everything because, the architect, all that shit costs a lot of money, but we just been kind of nibbling at it. We done got it to where the architect's working on it now. We done close and we got the money. He said, man, our phone rang off the hook now. He said, man, people call us every week, every other day, at least 2 or 3 calls a week about people we ain't never heard of in this business because there are none. Now, guys, this is what I'm talking about now is going to be the largest Black-owned distillery in the world. That's what you about to see. There's going to be Netflix. Netflix reached out to them. They're about to get a documentary made about them. Netflix reached out to them saying, hey, guys, we heard about you. This is fantastic. We heard Oprah's coming. We really want to get ahead of this. This is some shit. And I'm like, this nigga cut my hair. And now he done, I say, bro, you done crossed over, brother. And I was like, that's what's up, man. I was loud as hell. Because by then I had started feeling that liquor. You know what I'm saying? So I'm acting a fool up in that bitch. I said, nigga, shit. I said, you gonna have a private jet, helicopters, all that shit. Yacht. Hey, do it big, man. And the reason I'm saying all that, how did he get there? Discipline, dedication, focus, steadfastness. I mean, steadfastness, just being steadfast, working towards his goal, and doing what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? So Anon Combs is really out there with some of their comments. I don't know what you're talking about. Not black folk. Okay, whatever. So okay, Anon Combs. I don't even know what you're talking about. So point I'm making is the general focus of what I'm saying is this. Ultimately, if black people are going to move ahead, if we're going to move ahead as black people in a situation where we as black men are leading, then what we need to do as black men is we need to control our own shit. Now, it's going to be small. It's going to be fledgling. And right now, probably when you start something, you can't be looking at, okay, I'm going to get results today. It's going to be something that today is going to be worth billions of fucking dollars. No, it's probably not going to be worth that at first. It's probably going to be a little small business, and you might have to lollygag and go through 10, 20 years of just failing before you finally get traction, before you finally figure out how to succeed. Guys, I personally have taught, I don't know, probably about 8, 9 classes of SQL database development. Redundantly taught over and over and over and over and over. Right? And students are getting results upon results upon results. You know what? After like the 3rd, 4th class, I was like, all right, man, I'm tired of this shit. It's time for me to grow. But I can't just turn it on when I want it. Sometimes you got to let things mature, let circumstances, times, different opportunities present themselves. And as time goes on, you might get, I might never get there, but I'm building towards that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to anyway. And it's just one of them situations where I just think ultimately it's going to be a long, war of attrition, to be honest with you. So, Anon, I'm gonna put you in timeout, bro. You putting some crazy shit in the chat. I don't know what you talking about. You didn't smoke some damn crystal meth and then came on here. This motherfucker done hit the crystal, and he coming on here just who ready for the tsunami? Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So. Yeah, I think we have to, as black men, we got to do what we got to do, man. This ain't about black women. I don't expect black women to build shit. Anything that the black women have, a lot of times has been given to them by white men. A lot of times. Not all the time. Some sisters have built some businesses on their own, and I commend those sisters. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with a sister building a business. You know what I'm saying? I interviewed Sassy Boutique on my channel. And, Sassy Boutique, shout out to the sister, is, got a hell of a business. I think she was like going on upwards of like $10 million or some shit. It just so she's doing it big. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I can find that damn thing. Let me go over here. Your channel. Yeah, so you go to Sassy Boutique. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna find that interview I did with her. Let me see. Yes. There she go. It's sister here.
All right. So I can turn it around. Thought I could. I can turn it around. There we go. All right, people. Hey, people. I'm here. I really caught her sitting by herself, man. I'm amazed at this, man. I'm glad to see this opportunity. This is Mrs. Sassy Jones. She is one of the people. That's where the people be at. Okay. So she is one of the people that I mentioned that was at the Traffic Sale and Profit Conference. You saw my other video. Here she is. It's an honor to talk to her. It's not often you get around people like this that have made it.
To talk to you.
All right. Anyway, I'm trying to get where she at. But anyway, she's she's basically, I kind of briefly spoke with her husband at the conference. So I thought that was him.
Yep.
The guy that she said was the safety police.
Safety police.
Yeah, so I spoke with him. She's done amazing things. I really want to I don't want to talk too long. I just want to give you guys an interview. This is an honor. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Tyron. Tyron told me about the conference. And she's kind of really been, I remember her speaking. She made a lot of points about relationship, which reminded me of something I went through exactly the same way when the person was attacking you.
Really?
I had the same thing. Look, I tell you.
Okay.
Anyway,
okay.
But without further ado, this is Mrs. Sassy Jones.
Hey, y'all.
And I guess first I want to just kind of talk about her. How did you get started? What made you start your business? I know you kind of said it, but I can't. I recorded it. I don't want to upload it because I know.
Guys, if you take and trace the history of Jews, go back, they had a bunch of small peddler style businesses that were very small. A lot of them failed. And there were a few. There was J.C. Penney's, and you go back to these companies, Levi's, Strauss. These were Jewish immigrants. They were street peddlers. A lot of restaurants where people started out in the ghetto just selling sandwiches and shit. That's what they would do. And they became big. They became Woolworths. They became these companies from immigrants, man. They came over here and they bust their ass. It has nothing to do with them having a home, a country of their own. Well, I got a country of my own. As if, okay, so you got a country of your own. So that means that what? You get what over in America? Like I'm from Nigeria. What does that give me in America? Nigeria, that don't give you shit. It don't give you a damn thing, right? But yet you go to Cornell. The students had a protest some years back at Cornell because them damn motherfuckers was taking all the scholarships from black folks talking about they African American, which they were African. And so that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a real fair assessment of where you are and what steps you need to take to move forward. We're not doing that as black men. We're not doing it. And what happens is you can only blame the black woman for taking advantage of the little resources that the small has dangled in front of them, because they ain't got no movies we can have them starring in. Right? We can do a remake of Lady Sings the Blues with her and with a woman and make a dark-skinned sister look appealing and sexy. How? We got to be able to greenlight our own shit. Right? And the brothers that are out here on that independent energy are being called coon a lot of times. The conservative brother. Can I be honest? Uncle Tom was a damn good movie by Larry Elder. I know. It was a damn good movie. Go check it out. You can watch it free right now on YouTube. Type of Uncle Tom. You'll see it. I think Uncle Tom 2 come out in a week. I think it do. I don't know. Might already be out. I need to go look it up. But if you go watch Uncle Tom, man, that whole little situation about Uncle Tom was just all centered around, him being labeled a coon because he's a conservative and how it affects him as a conservative. How far are we going to go with this shit before we start realizing we fucking up? We're not doing the shit we supposed to do. I don't blame our situation on systemic oppression and racism. I blame our situation on apathy and laziness, mostly. Could you say that there's a mixture of what happened historically and that has an effect? Yes, but I don't give a fuck what you say. That where I started is affected by the history. I'll agree with you right there. But where I finish is affected by me. So what does it matter if you started at the fucking bottom with your lights getting cut off? Roaches everywhere. We all did. A lot of us did. Most black folks I know, born in my generation, is Generation X motherfuckers, we were born poor. Millennials, not maybe y'all were a little bit more middle class, but black people born in Generation X, my generation, a lot of these people, parents are baby boomers. So that means that your ass was probably, a teenager in the 80s, in the late 80s, early 90s, round up in the 90s, around Tupac and all that. That generation, look at Tupac's story. Look at all these people. Look at all these people, man. All these people in hip hop, all of them, man. All their stories are they're similar. Growing up poor, we all did that, man. All of us. It's not like, hey, we love to act like, oh well, people grow up and they can't relate to the average person on the street. Man, most people can relate to being broke, man. I've been broke a few times in my adult life, like completely wiped out, because I swung at the fence. I swung for the fences in business, and it didn't work, and I was fucked up, and I didn't have a trade at the time, so my life was different, and I was stuck. Whereas today, man, you can make the choices in your life to put yourself in a better predicament if you're going to be disciplined. If you're not going to be disciplined, you're not going to do what a man is supposed to do and be productive in society, then you get what you deserve. That's real talk. This sister got a $10 million business. She said herself she would get corporate positions making hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm gonna let her tell you. Watch this. It ain't that long of a video. Watch this.
No, he sells it. So,
Yeah.
so
No
go
problem.
ahead. Just for the people that, you know, first of all, let me say one.
Okay.
If you've probably seen her before. She does, you go on Instagram and you see her doing videos and she's like full of character, full of just personality, real bubbly. And she's basically doing the videos on Instagram. She's running a multi-million-dollar company. I didn't know it was that big till I got to this conference. I was like, and then she
I
said,
love that response.
I didn't. I was like, she said, okay, we did 2.6. We went from 100, 330. See, I remember.
Yes, you got the
100,
numbers. You got the numbers.
330, 2.6, 7 this year.
Lord, he
So I'm
got
like,
down.
that
He
means
know
she
the
probably
numbers.
covered 2.6 back in like March or something.
Yes.
She's killing it.
Yes.
So look here, man. This is a blessing. Y'all need to get this game. I want y'all to hear this sister right here. She's gonna put you on. Without further ado, I'm gonna shut up, and I want y'all to hear what she got to say about how she made it and what did she do. So, go
So
ahead.
hey y'all, he hyping me up like I'm all, huge or whatever. And he don't even like to be on the camera. What is that? He gonna make me do it all by myself. Anyways, I am Sharice Jones, y'all. I'm the owner of Sassy Jones. We are an award-winning accessory brand. We specialize in exquisite pieces, exquisite accessories for the sophisticated and the woman on the go, just like myself, from here to there. But you want to look really fly, but look like you didn't try really hard, right? So that's what we do. We are majority an e-commerce brand. About 90% of our revenue comes from e-commerce, meaning our website, shopsassyjones.com. But we also have a brick and mortar store. Our brick and mortar store is located in Richmond, Virginia. That's a smaller chunk of our revenue. And then we also have a subscription box. So how I got to this place was I just wasn't meant to be an employee. Plain and simple. I worked plenty of corporate jobs. I have sold everything from banking products to insurance products to title loans, everything, right? But I kept getting fired over and over and over. And there was just this trend going on. Hey, what's up, Jaleel?
See, everybody, I don't think that's me, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm cut out to work for people. I'm not a company guy. I don't want to climb the corporate ladder. And I'm very abrasive certain times with people, and people just, so working from home probably has been the best thing for me. But up until the end, it was difficult.
Your folks lit.
Yeah, man.
Hey, look at the engagement.
I've been trying to take them along with me on this journey.
Right. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So I continually got fired, and I was like, you know what, I'm about sick of this. I got fired at one really important time in my life when I was building a home. I was to close on this house 30 days later. And I was like, you know what, I'm over this. I'm over people being in control of my destiny, right? And so I decided to start my business. I decided to start very small. I just set up a website. It didn't sell much. And most days I went for like months without sales, right? The only sales I could get is when I was face to face with someone. I'm like, well, if you can't sell online, maybe worry about selling face to face. So I did. I did all these trade shows, built up the brand to the point where we no longer have to do trade shows, and we are majority operating off of e-commerce. So it's been a ride. We just got picked up by Macy's. We are a multi-million-dollar accessory brand. We reached that point in just 11 months, but it didn't take only 11 months to get there. It took years. I've been in business for 6 years. June made 6 years. So that's just a little bit about Sassy Jones and our specialty, what makes us different from shopping with any other accessory brand. There's 1,000 of them out there, is our keen sense of the customer experience and building. That's how we make our money, and that's how we do what we do. So yeah. Hey, Mind Over Matter.
Well, first of all, that was a great story. I remember being at the conference. I remember you spoke and you talked about customer relationships.
Yeah.
And that's I'm running IT school, IT academy. I train people. I had a student kind of turn on me like that. Where I trained him twice. I trained him for 6 months, 10 hours a week, every day. And he came at me because nobody had gotten a job.
Okay.
So he's lying, and then as soon as he did that, somebody got a job. Like literally 10 minutes after he said something, I got a phone
That's the
call.
way God set it up.
Exactly. Because I was about to really show off. I was about to call him like, where you at? Like,
Right,
what's up? You know?
right.
So, but it was kind of funny because I remember the students before that happened, they was already on him like ants. Just like, man, this dude worked hard here trying to, you know, that's messed up. You trying to do this dude trying to help us.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember when you said that
because the people
story.
come to bat for you if you've done a good job.
If you go all the way out, and I try to give people more than what they pay for. I try to
over deliver.
And somebody, you know, I don't charge that much. People telling me, man, people pay $3,000 for this training. I paid $14. So why would you give it away for? I charge $400.
Yeah. Wow.
I do it because I'm trying to help my people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, and make it accessible.
Exactly. So
Yeah, these are the old days where I was charging $400. Those days are long gone. I ain't charging $400 no more. That I learned my lesson. I got treated so dirty. I said, "Oh hell no, they doing me dirty." I was like, "It's $400. Jokers will give me $25. Take the whole damn course, man. I'm gonna be on payment plan, man. I'm struggling. All right, bet. I'm trying to be nice, lenient. If I don't check, they ain't gonna come back and give me that money. They'll take my whole course and won't give me a dime past $25. I said, man, that's it. I'm not taking no damn little $25 payment. You can't pay $400. You ain't serious. And that's that.
So I noticed that about you. Could you speak to that? Because I noticed that you really spoke that in me.
Yeah, yeah. So what he was talking about was an example of how he had a customer sort of come for him in every industry, right? But what makes a difference is how you make a customer feel when they're walking away from you and when they're walking away from your brand. Whether they decide to never, ever, ever do business again, how you treated them makes all the difference in the world. And I think, especially when I first got started, my biggest thing was always trying to be right, and standing for my policies. And you ain't gonna break me. I'm a small business owner, and no, standing for my ground and continually telling the customer no, but that is not the way to do it. Really and truly, it is true that the customer is always right.
I'm taking my lady to Houston for her birthday. We done bought the flight. We got Airbnb. I done rented the car. We done got our reservations. We got everything set up, right? When I was shooting my other video today at the end, she walked down here fire mad. I said, "What's wrong?" She said that, "You remember you gave them folks their $250 deposit for that section?" I said, "Yeah." Right? She said that they basically came back and were like, "Well, look, we need you to get 4 bottles instead of 2. Now, it ain't but 6 of us. Think about that for a second. They said we need you to get 4 bottles instead of 2 because we're going to get 2 bottles. I figured 2 bottles, 5 shots for me, 5. Everybody get 5, 6 shots. We good. Everybody's still feeling good, not throwing up drunk, but 5, 6 shots to get you right. You good for the night. You know what I'm saying? That's me. At least for a couple hours, at least about 3-4 hours I am, right? So I text back. I say, "Look, you guys told me 250. Why y'all taking it up? It's because it's Labor Day weekend." I'm like, "I understand it's Labor Day weekend, but I ain't gonna lie. I go out in Atlanta, man. It ain't like that. And I'm not trying to disrespect Houston, Texas. Okay, I heard Houston the shit. I've been, but I ain't been. Like, I heard some great things about Houston. Like, that's why y'all always hear me mention Houston as a city where a lot of black people doing it big, right? So I'm not shitting on Houston, but what I'm saying is, all the clubs that I call, the club, I ain't gonna say the name of it because I'm trying to be nice. I'm gonna see if they give me my fucking money back. Let me tell you what happened. So, long story short, I kept texting them. And so I told him, I said, "Look, man, I got a YouTube channel. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna put your tag and I'm gonna tag your Instagram. And I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna drag your ass because you done took my money. And then you gonna wait till 3 days for we finna hop in an airplane and come down there. And you finna try to charge us double. You want us to pay for 4 bottles instead of 2? Like, come on, man. I put $250 down. Y'all just gonna keep my day." I said, "Man, let me get my money back." "No, we can't do that. We can give you a rain check or change." I said, "Bro, I don't even live there. I don't live in Houston." See what I'm saying? I don't live in Houston. And my thing is this, man. I don't have no problem with Texas, man. I don't. But you cannot do people like that. You can't. So this is what I think didn't happen. This is just my personal opinion. I talked to my homeboy. He made a good point. He said, "Man, let me tell you what they doing." So the manager of the club is running the club for a famous celebrity, right? The manager of the club is basically pre-booking the hotel rooms. I mean, the sections, and taking all the money, putting it in his pocket. Then he waiting till the week of and saying, oh, because it's a holiday, so he might have got, let's say, I don't know, $10,000 worth of bookings, right, for the club. Because them sections was not cheap. And it ain't number 6 of us, but he got all bunch of sections all out in front. I don't know because I ain't never been there, right? So, but the sections that are in high demand will weigh like thousands of dollars. So you got to put down like half or some shit. I'm like, okay, whatever. They leasing that shit out, then doubling the price. Because I'm like, who the hell? Okay, if I got 4 people, why would I want 4 bottles? Let's say I got a section that's just 4 people. I had the smallest section I can get was just a section. I just wanted a section by the DJ booth. You only paying 2 bottles. I like, fuck it. It's my lady's birthday. Fuck it. I really don't care. Ain't trying to show off. I don't give a fuck. I go in that bitch and buy drinks straight off the bar. But she wanted a section. That was her birthday. I'm like, fuck it. I get your section. My thing is this, man. Why do black people, when they run businesses, do shit like that? Because I own a business, man. I don't believe my reputation is very fucking important to me, man. I'm like Marlo Stansfield about my name, bro. I am. My name means everything to me. I do not want people dragging my name, and it's not about being liked or wanting to be a people pleaser. Your reputation is everything in business. A disgruntled customer, because I told him, I say, look, you have Yelp reviews incoming, and you have Google reviews incoming, and there will be a video, and it's going to cost you way more than that damn $250 y'all ain't trying to get me back. Well, needless to say, and I said I also have a YouTube channel with about 16,000 subscribers. I'm going to make a live. I'm going to tag. I'm going to your fucking website. I'm going to talk shit. It's going to cost you way more fucking money, and it's going to be a video that's going to come at the top of the search engine when people, I put all that shit in the text. It's going to come at the top of the search engine when y'all, I say, so you go ahead and do that. I'm going to title the video, the name of the club, don't go to so-and-so, this is why. That's what I'm going to call it. Guess what they did? They hit me back. And they said, hey, boo. Oh, nice shirt. No, that's not too big, boo. You going to wear that to school tomorrow? Yeah. Look at you. Got your little Falcon shirt on. I see you, man. I see you. Go ahead, little boy. Come here. Come here. Say hello to the people. Say hello.
Hello.
Go on upstairs.
This is Super Thick Braxton.
Go ahead, boy. Go on upstairs. Anyway. Like, my thing is this, man. Like, as time went on, I told them, they said, okay, well, look, we're going to go ahead. We're going to give you a section. Plus, we're going to give you, what they said. They said, can you do 3 bottles? And we'll throw in an extra bottle with a hookah. So they took it from 4 to 3. I'm like, no, bro. I said, my lady was like, I don't even want to go to this motherfucker. Fuck them niggas. I don't want to fuck with them no more. She said, because they done took the money and they full of shit. I don't want to go there. I don't give a fuck what they are. They can say that shit free. I don't want to go. They on some bullshit. I said, you know what, you're right. I said, no, I want my money back. Well, we can't do that. We can only reschedule. So I'm going back and forth. I said, that's when I told him. That's when I sent the threat, basically saying, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to title it the same name of your damn website. I'm going to put your website in the tags. I know what I'm doing. As soon as somebody search your website, this video will come to the top of the search engine. You better believe it. And it's going to cost you way more than $200 because I'm going to shit on you. I told him just like that. And I'm going to Google. And I'm going to what's the name? Right? That's how you got to do, motherfuckers, man. His what? Yeah, they said somebody it's on the way. I guess it's slowed down. No, I just said it was on the way. So I don't think it's coming tonight. We can go to Walmart and buy one. I'll stop at Walmart on the way back. I'll get one. All right. And so anyway, ultimately, what I boiled down to a compromise. I said, give me half my money back and I call it a day. Even though I knew they was fucking me. I said, I'd rather get half my fucking money back. Because this is my thing. If I'm finna go to a club, I done already put out $200, right? $250. I go to a club, I'm going to spend $250 any fucking way again. So now I'm out $500. But all we got was just what I would have got for $250. But because you on some bullshit, I done lost my fucking money. And then we saw this other place called Camp Houston. What's up? What's up, Omega? And I said, oh, Camp Omega. Oh yeah, yeah. She own it. She own it now. She own it. But anyway, as I said, fuck it, we'll just go to Camp Houston that night. You know, so we done got reservations there. They shit went number $50 down. But it was just the fact that they hit me like that. I don't like that shit, man. Your reputation means a lot, man. Let me keep going.
They're right about one thing. They're right about one thing, how they walking away from your experience, right? So even though we have to stand for our policies and protect our brands and our businesses in our bag, right? There's ways to verbalize things, and there's ways to handle experiences so that even though they may not have got what they want, they know that you're still a good person, right? They know that they can still refer your business. And what he was talking about is I had a customer come for me, you know, and she decided to try to exploit that with my other customers, and not just any customers. I'm talking about like the top 10% of my customers. So all in a Facebook group together, right? And when she did that, she told me that she was going to do it. I said, go right ahead, because I knew what the outcome was going to be. And I'm not talking about to a little bit of customers. Like there's hundreds of women in this group, right? So she decided to do that for about 60 days. But based on the relationship that me and all of these women had, she did not get her desired outcome. They actually turned on her. And
Didn't you say that she went and found where you got your products and tried it?
yeah,
I ain't gonna say no names.
yeah,
She went and found, at least she thought she did.
yeah,
And she got mad at you because you making a profit.
Right.
Like you supposed to not mark it up. What, I mean, what?
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I was like, what's
it
her
was the
logic?
most ignorant thing in the whole wide world, because if you understand business, if you shop at Walmart, you shop anywhere, there's a wholesale price and then there's a markup. That's called retail. That's the American way, right? So she thought that she found one of my suppliers, which she did not. The hilarious part is that if she, it's just hilarious. I'll leave it there. But she did not. But she thought she did, right? So you were loud and wrong. So yeah. And she continued to try to slam my name. But the great thing about it is when you do a good job, your reputation precedes you. And I really had to say nothing except send a cease and desist. That was it. I'll just handle it legally. There's no need for me to get messy, right?
So, and there was one more thing. I know you said you didn't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
One more thing that you said that really stuck with me. You said you had twins. She had just had twin boys and got on the road. That was the grind. That's what puts to me.
Yeah, that was
I've
the
been in
grind.
business.
Yeah.
And the grind is like my first house I ever flipped. Took me 2 years.
Ooh.
I ain't had no money. I'm struggling. I'm reading books, trying to figure out how to fix it.
Ain't nobody got a
Nobody,
manual to tell you
everybody
how to do
contractor
it.
wanted 30,000,
Yeah.
and I had to figure out how to do it with my own two hands.
Right.
For first house.
Yeah.
After that, it was easier.
Best lesson
But
ever. Though.
usually, those are the ones that'll knock you out.
Mhm.
What kept you going there? And first, it kind of explains. I'm very bad with it. Please explain what I meant. Like you said, the first year she had twin boys, and
Yeah.
how was it?
Yeah. So I wanted to leave my job. My exit strategy was creating this tour, this marketing tour all up and down the East Coast. And it sounds cute, but that was like 3 cities, like Philadelphia, Orlando, and Atlanta, right? In a 30-day period. And I did that for a month in my minivan with like thousands of inventory in my trunk. And it was also, my twin boys were about 4 months at the time. I had just had twins, but I was determined to get on this road for that year and hit up all these spots. Sometimes the twins could come, sometimes I had to stay at home, but it was like pure relentlessness to me because I was tired, of course. Did I feel like it? No. Being a new mom is hard. Being a new twin mom is even harder, but I just wanted it so bad. So that was my hustle.
And I guess finally, the last thing is, I remember about 2 weeks ago, actually probably about a month ago, Steve Harvey made a comment about rich people don't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, a lot of people don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't have no problem with Steve Harvey.
Yeah. I don't either.
But I remember I made a video in his defense because I'm running businesses and doing things. I'm up to 2 a.m. Then I get up and go to work.
Yeah.
Go to the gym. So can you speak to that grind?
Sure.
Because it's almost like people because everybody, oh, you need to get your sleep. Get your sleep. But
So I feel a few different ways about it, right? You have to determine what success means to you. And so if you're chasing after something, it has to be worth it. So if you're not going to get any sleep, that's okay. And in the beginning of anything, when you're still in the building phase, you don't get to sleep. No, you don't get to sleep. I certainly didn't get to sleep, especially being a mother and then you're trying to build a business. What? No, there is no sleep. However, at this phase in my career, I desire sleep. I think sleep is very important. And when you are able to build a team, to be able to do the tentacle work for you, that you don't have to be everywhere, that's the money pot, right? That's the goal. So other people work still gets done without your presence. And then you can go take a nap, because I can do what only I can do if I am well rested, because what I do requires a lot of energy, and energy requires sleep. So today I'm pro sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, if you had to leave a nugget if people that watch this video, they had to get a nugget and say, okay, this is what would you tell people, like new entrepreneurs starting in business? What advice would you give them as far as getting started, pitfalls? Because I heard you talk about hiring the right crew. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been through hiring the wrong people.
I gotta be somewhere at 3 o'clock.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, look.
Yeah, I have to go, but I will leave you with a nugget. I don't want to leave you hanging. So here's the thing: shut all the other people out, because so many people are going to have opinions about what it is that you're doing. You can't share it with them, nor can you anticipate acting on their feedback. It's pointless. So keep your dreams to yourself. Only share them with other eagles and soar. That's the best advice I can give you.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank y'all. I'm at the conference. We're going to be getting it in all week. So that's it. Thank y'all. Y'all be blessed, man.
Now, I love what that sister said about the eagles and soaring, because that's what I'm talking about, man. They that wait on the Lord shall mount on wings like eagles. They shall soar, right? It's interesting they said eagles, man. When you really study the eagle and you understand their anatomy and their social habits and stuff like that, the eagle is an amazing creature. When they choose a mate, they grab a branch and they fly way up in the air and they drop it. And the male eagle is supposed to show he can catch it. And that is about the weight of a little baby eagle. She tested him out. Then she grabbed one about her size and she fly up in there and she drop it. The male eagle got to swoop down and catch it. He has to demonstrate to her that he can carry her if she ever would have fall. Let the church say amen, right? Then, right, I always like the eagle. Somebody asked me if you were an animal, what would it be? I would say an eagle, because what I really love about eagles, one of the biggest things I love about an eagle, man, an eagle, and you can look this up, when it comes to a storm, you know what an eagle will do? They fly way up over the damn top of the storm, and they raise their wings up, and they can ride the damn storm, man. They just sit there and just coast, ride it like a wave. They peaceful in the midst of a storm, in other words. So these are some amazing creatures, bro. Like, I really think we take them for granted. You look at, these animals, man, a lot of times it's always good to watch Animal Planet and stuff like that, just to learn about different types of species and animals and how they conduct themselves. Everything ain't just the Serengeti, the animals on the Serengeti chasing down. There's a bunch of stuff about the Serengeti. I love the Serengeti. Don't get it twisted, but you can learn a lot about an eagle, man. An eagle is an amazing creature. And you want to be a spiritual eagle. You want to be a business eagle in the sense that, it's okay to test a woman, a woman's test a man out. It's okay. As men and woman going to test you in the sense of not being disrespectful, not with all that, but just seeing what type of man you are. Talk to you, watch you, pay attention to you. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to business, when you find other eagles, when you find other people that are like-minded, that are on those paths, moving towards their goals, you'll be able to, you see them. They may take longer than others. I know people that's doing real well. I'm not on their level, man. I know I'm not. I'm not on these dudes' level, man. These dudes making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Ain't nowhere near these dudes' level. But I respect them. I spend time with them, but I know I ain't on their level, man. I'm trying to get on their level. I want to be on that, but it's shit I got to do, that I have to implement. And I told Q4 when we was talking, I said, man, You know, the black man in America is going to be held back by himself more so than anybody. I said the only reason I'm not a millionaire, it has nothing to do with nobody. I accept full responsibility for me not being a millionaire. Jerome, well, you know, y'all can say Jerome, Q4, right? He told me, no, man, you would have been a millionaire by now. Billionaire. It's because of systemic oppression. I said, man, look, I have resources, man. I'm blessed. I was thinking about this morning when I was sitting up here just thanking God for how blessed I am. I am really, really blessed. I got more than one car, got a beautiful son, beautiful wife, I got a house, I got my mom's healthy. She's still going around healthy, able-bodied, 80 years old, right? Healthy, in shape, going to the track, walking, works out at the gym. You know, got my siblings are here. I got my health, my strength, my right mind. I got all the activity of my limbs. I'm not paralyzed. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Ain't none of my family people in jail locked up for some crazy immediate family. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going through none of that. God bless me to be able to get 2 and 3 projects at a time. I can work from home. I'm comfortable. What am I being denied? I don't know it. Call me out of touch. I don't know what I'm being denied. You know what I'm saying? I see what I got. I see God bless me. I'm not one of these dudes like, yes, I'm ambitious. Yes, I want it all, damn it. I want more. I do. I'm ambitious. I want to be successful. I want to have a big ass house built from the ground up and all these different things. If I never get there, God bless me, man. He did. He has blessed me beyond measure. A lot of stuff I be sitting up here thinking, man, I was messed up. Yeah, I'm not where I was. I made $600,000. A lot of times God just wanted to show you, like, I'm going to let you make all this money in real estate that year, and I'm going to let you be successful, and I'm going to show you how you out of control with your money. You haven't learned what I need you to learn to handle that kind of money yet. You're not at that level. It's like when you trying to go, I was trying to spar with my damn trainer the other day. My trainer, I couldn't get a lick on his ass for real because he's a trainer. He know what he doing. I don't. He would hit my ass, my ribs, my head and shit. I was trying to block, but shit, I couldn't really get a good lick on him like I wanted. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Skill, time, experience. I didn't have it. I ain't had the time and experience. God was like, look, all right, you make this money. Look at you. You out here chasing women. You out here going all over the world. You trying to give everybody that you think your friend money to come with you and travel because man, I'm working right now. I got that. Man, I'll take care of that, man. Just come with me. Don't worry about it. I did that dumb shit. Half them niggas won't even speak to me now. Like, what the fuck? I gave this nigga all this damn money, took care of this. This nigga don't even, rolling his fucking eyes when he see me. Like, what type of shit is that? I gave this nigga, went to the ATM, gave nigga $400. He ran out of money. I ain't never forgot that shit. Here you go, brother. You broke, man. Now you got money. Now you good. Yo, nigga, we got to turn up tonight. Fucking half-ass speak to me now when they see me. What type of shit is that? But I'm the sucker. I had to learn. I was broke, unemployed, struggling. And I remember all those thoughts running through my mind of how stupid I was when I had money. Once you done been through something like that, you could never. That changed my whole, that rewired, let me say this, that technically rewired my brain from a lot of this systemic oppression, racism bullshit. It just rewired my brain. I'm like, damn, I squandered so much money doing dumb shit, traveling, doing dumb shit. And I'm thinking about all these damn women and shit I'm trying to impress and doing, just dumb shit. Stupid. I'm just being straight up. And now I'm saying to myself, when I was broke and I was working at the airport, I never forget, I was making like $300 every 2 weeks. No lie. I was barely making it. And I remember they came to me like, it just came to me like, you bad with money. You made bad choices. You bad with money. And you've never had any money. And you didn't learn how to handle small money. So when you got big money, you lost it. You got to learn that first before you can learn how to get out here. God will put you, look, man, you get out of life who you are, ultimately. I believe that. Some people don't believe that. Some people believe they getting out of life what the white man gave them. I'm not one of them niggas. I don't make excuses. I don't believe that I get out of life what no white man get. I get out of life who I am, my character. Right now, if I was extremely disciplined, like I was with basketball. Guys, I told y'all when I played basketball, I was so disciplined with basketball. If I went in the backyard and I did some shit and it didn't do right, I would slap myself sometimes. I was fucking crazy. I was obsessed with success in basketball. I loved the game that fucking much. I used to slap myself if I fucked up. Mad, cussing at myself. Nigga, your shit ain't together. I'm out there talking to myself. I never forgot that. You know why I did that? Because I wanted it that fucking bad. I knew I was crazy. I wasn't crazy for real. But when it came to, that's how crazy. It's almost like when they say you want something so bad, you'll cut your fucking arm off. Like that type of crazy. Like if I thought there was a chance that I could go to the NBA, I might have actually tried to cut my fucking arm off to go to the NBA. If they would have took me, I would have tried. That's how crazy I was for basketball. Right? Now, you telling me I couldn't have took that same discipline or 10% of that discipline and applied it to my academics, I would have got a full ride scholarship somewhere academically. Then just walk on a damn basketball team if you really love basketball like that. I squandered my chances. I could have had more chances just putting an extra hour to a couple of hours in a week extra studying, just being more assertive on my academics, but I wasn't. So it was either basketball or bust. That was stupid. Thank God somebody caught me in the gym and saw me hooping and okay, who the hell is that? Let me holler at him. That's how I got my scholarship. Somebody saw me going off, saw me cutting the food, and he was a coach. He was like, who is that kid there? I like him. That's how I got on. Guys, I'm going to tell you. Everybody, like I said at the beginning of the video, certain people, they have a certain worldview. You'll never change their worldview. I'm never going to change Q4's worldview. He believes that the white man is holding him back. I believe that I'm where I am because I made bad choices. And they're going to say bad choices. Not all my choices have been bad, but I'm where I am because of the total of the choices that I made. The only thing that historically, let's keep it a buck. Let's go ahead and really put this shit into perspective. The thing that really controls or dictates where we start as black people is really, now that's where you can get into reparations and shit like that. That dictates your beginning. Your beginning is kind of set with some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. Really, and even, I can't even say that is 100% all racism, because even in that, I would have to say that shit is probably still 75% the actions of your parents. Right? My parents got a divorce. My parents didn't do the things they were supposed to do academically. This is why they didn't make the income they could have made to make sure I had a comfortable lifestyle. And a couple of times we get the lights cut out or shit, we would be struggling financially. Real shit. I love my parents. I kill a motherfucker about my parents, but at the same time, you know, my parents, they'll tell me. This the shit they told me. I'm not talking about them. This is what my mom would tell me. I made bad choices. I didn't do this. You know, that shit stuck. I can see now. I'm glad I'm an adult. I'm glad she did that. Her dad, they used to always tell me how they fucked up. They used to tell me that shit. You know, your son, I don't want you to be like me. You know, I made this choice and I did this and I did that. And I shouldn't have done it. And son, you're not going to do that. And so I don't want you to make the mistakes I made. And I'll be damned. They kind of pushed us further than they are. Ain't no counter they did. All four of us pushed us out there. You know what I'm saying? They pushed us further. They didn't teach us everything because they didn't know. They didn't know nothing about money management and paying off your debt. And so they didn't talk about that. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about money management. I'm going to talk about. So my son going to have so it might take those 2-3 generations for him. He might be the one that has it all figured out. He can be that Elon Musk. You know, Q4 asked me, he said, man, where's the black Elon Musk? He's probably upstairs. If you study how Elon Musk was raised. So I don't know. He might be. That might have been him y'all just heard a few minutes ago coming on here. You know, and he's at that age now he want to impress me. So we play basketball and different stuff because he want to impress his dad. You know, and you know, it is what it is because I was at that same age. And he's growing. He done got tall as hell. And so I you know, look, what he gonna be, I don't know. But I want to make him, as a father, I want to apply myself and be the best father I can fucking be. And part of that is this damn YouTube channel, to be honest with you. If something ever happened to me, he gonna always have his dad's thoughts recorded. He gonna always have my thoughts recorded. Well, this is what my dad, so my dad, he was crazy. You know, I can know exactly, I can have, and I wish I had this from my dad. Well, my dad, I can go back and listen to my dad talk about how he viewed the world in 1978 when I was 4. What was he thinking when I was 4 and I would have came in there and said a few words? What was Dad thinking? In 1987, what was Dad thinking? Why did he feel this way? Or why did Dad do this? Why when I asked Dad about, Dad, why don't you just go to the bank and get a loan? I mean, you got this, you got that. I don't want to deal with no bank, son. I done seen shit you ain't seen, son. Trust me. What did he see? Why did he feel that way? Why did he always want to deal with cash? My dad never wanted to go to the bank. He'll put his money in the bank, but he didn't want to deal with borrowing money. He hated it. I didn't understand why till I saw the housing bubble. See what I'm saying? That's when I saw what time it was. That's when I realized what the deal was, and I saw the error in my ways, with money and stuff. As far as the white man stopping me, man, look, first of all, your parents' choices dictates where you start, probably more so than racism, white supremacy. If I had to weigh this shit out, right? What choices did my parents make? I could have been, my parents had my dad finished law school because he actually started, and he was going to be a lawyer. He was in pre-law, and he quit. Had my dad finished and became a lawyer, what type of lifestyle would I have had he been a lawyer? What type of life would my mom have had? My mom was supposed to be a platform artist for Bronner Brothers. She knew them when they were just getting started. And they knew my mom. My mom came out of cosmetology school. My mom was very tall and attractive, like model-esque. She used to model for department stores and stuff. I'm going to tell you something. What would be the thing that you have to ask yourself is, what would have happened had they just did the things? My mom told me, I asked her, Mom, what would have happened if you did? Man, baby, if I'd have did that, I'd probably been all, they wanted us to go to Italy. We was going to go to France. I was chosen to go, I was going to go to Italy, France. Your dad, was married and this, that. So I'm like, God dang, Mama had an opportunity to really travel the world and be a platform artist for Bronner Brothers. What would she have been able to do in Harrod Inn? She had a barber's beauty shop, but she probably really could have, with that name and recognition coming from being a platform artist for the Bronner Brothers hair show all over the damn world. What would she been able to accomplish had she come back to Montgomery with all these accolades and names and connections and shit like that? What could she have done? We don't know. Some choices and decisions that we've made as people have really set us back. And I think that has way more to do with it than what they did 100 years ago. Do I think that affects it? Yeah, I do. I do think that does affect where we are. I can't quantify in a percentage, but if I'm going to take a stab at it, I'd say probably 75% of our parents' decisions and 25% of what they did that's only going to dictate where you start. Now, where you finish is 100% you. So you can say, well, could I have started here and wound up being the next Jay-Z? The statistical chances of being Jay-Z and becoming a billionaire starting from the ghetto, flat-footed, are very slim. But getting to $1 million, nah, I don't believe that shit is hard at all. I don't. I think that shit is very feasible, very easy, actually. What's up, Rocket Man? That shit is very easy. It's very easy to get to $1 million. I think that shit could be done in under 10 years, comfortably, working a 9-to-5, not making no more than $60,000, $70,000 a year. It really can. It's not hard. It's just what you want to do. Building a business that's going to be successful and worth millions. If you don't quit, you're going to win. It might take years, but if you don't quit, I ain't quitting. I ain't quit basketball. Why the fuck am I going to quit with lifting the veil? I'm not going to fucking quit. I'm going to win. I'm not going to stop till I get a win. How? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out now. But that's what it takes. But can the black man, to answer this question, can the black man thrive in America alongside or adjacent to the white man? The answer to that question is yes. That's pretty much the answer to the question, right? And you're like, well, so how you know, man? Where's the black Elon Musk? Let's look at him right quick.
So Denver is my home. I'm fourth generation from here. I went to Harrington, then Carson Elementary, then I went to Gove Junior High School when there was a Gove, and then East, and my father went to Denver East. A number of my relatives also went to East, and it was a great school. And it was a school when I was coming through, I had a great group of classmates, and they were actually introducing computers for the first time. And so my computer instructor was telling me about, I was asking, well, how does this actually work? And was telling me about the transistor. And, you know, it was developed at this place called Bell Labs. And I found out there was one in Colorado. So Denver Bell Labs. And I called them. I said, I'd love to get an internship. Do you have it? And they said, yes, if you're between your junior and senior year in college. I said, well, that's great. I'm a junior in high school taking AP classes, just like being in college. And they said, well, no, it isn't. And I said, well, you know, I'd love an internship. And so I called every day for 2 weeks. They stopped taking the call after the second day. And I called every Monday for about 5 months. And one day they called back and said, a student from MIT didn't show up. We have an extra slot. And if you'd be interested, we're not guaranteeing your job. You can come and interview. Because remember, they never met me. So I put on the one suit that I owned, put $2 of gas in my car and drove out there and got the job and basically worked there for the next almost 3.5, 4 years as an intern while I matriculated with my degree at Cornell. I think they appreciated the fact that I really wanted that job and I really wanted to, you know, better myself. And they did a fabulous job of putting me with wonderful mentors who helped me understand what I call the joy of figuring things out. And that's why we offer in our portfolio companies over 90 internships a year, because I think the intern program is one of the best ways for people to gain experience. And frankly, you get a chance to look at a student or a person who might actually, you know, be a very effective employee or leader and manager sometime. Dynamic that they have to embrace is the pace of change has accelerated. Truly intellectual property, intellectual capital is now the currency of business. And it is a currency of engagement. The ideas, the thoughts, how free-flowing and how quickly they flow, and the impact that they have in the communities and businesses in which they operate. They're going to have to make sure they have, you know, the facility of their minds have to be, frankly, a lot more accelerated, and also need to understand the impact of what they say can reverberate a lot faster with a lot more force. So I think those are the things they have to be more conscious of. They have to be conscious of, you know, what might be an innocuous tweet in the middle of the night can create massive reverberations for, for other communities on the other side of the world. So those are the things they have to be conscious of. Now I'm addressing the graduate students. So they've kind of already laid their bets as to this is the profession that they want to focus on. And the real question is, you know, how do you make sure you make a change in the world, in your community, leveraging your profession? You know, if you're an engineer, there's certain things you can do. If you're a teacher, there are other things you can do and different things you can do. And I think it's important that I say, you know, you pick a cause and have an effect, as opposed to meander without direction and just kind of glance through different sets of economic opportunities. But pick a cause and make an effect. So be purposeful. That's what I really want the message to be left with these students.
I mean, that's it, man. You know, I want y'all to take away from this video
on here, talk to the brothers about, you know,
some things. I want y'all to take from this video some things, man, like discipline. If you're disciplined in America, these folks can't stop y'all, man. Can't nobody stop none of y'all. If I'm just go ahead and get in your personal life. Nobody can stop you. And can't nobody stop you, bro. Nobody. All you got to do is do it. All you got to do is do it. That's it. It's done. Think about it, decide, execute. That's it. Nobody can stop. I don't give a damn if they don't like your ass. They can't stop you. You got the skills. They can't stop you.
Discipline. And you know, this is not for me to brag or anything, because that's not what this is about. What this is about is discipline. You know, I've always been, well, I ain't gonna say I've always been, because I haven't always been disciplined. I've actually not been disciplined, and I've actually had even more money sometimes, even when I was the most undisciplined. But undisciplined money definitely don't last long. And so I wanted to come on here and give brothers some motivation. You know, today, you know, I would say that, you know, this is me living off of, you know, I try to live off less than 50% of my means. You know, this is actually me just taking out a little money for a new property that I'm getting ready to buy. And, you know, I just wanted to kind of just show brothers, you know, what discipline looks like. You know, I don't cheat on my women. I try to stay true to my budgeting. You know, I use that mint.com, you know, for any brothers that want to be on your budget, you want to see where your money is going and coming, get on that mint.com. It'll take you places, high places, definitely. You know, and like I say, man, I just try to be faithful to everything, man, in my life, man. I've tried to be faithful to my diet, try to be faithful to my workout. I try to be faithful. You know, I'm definitely faithful to the one, you know, my women. I just try to live my life as disciplined as possible because, you know, all it takes, man, is one slip, man. You know, all it takes is one day to cut down a tree that's been growing for 100 years. And, you know, a lot of boys just want to live these reckless lifestyles, but they don't understand that you're squandering, you know, years and years of progress. And it's just not worth it, man. So that's what this video was about. Hope you brothers appreciated this. Like I say, you know, I just had to take out a little money out of one of my accounts to go get ready to redeposit it into another one of my accounts so I can get this property. So, you know, and definitely you don't want to keep all of your money in one account, man. You gotta move it around. So, you know, this is what, you know, my shoebox money, man. You know, I go back to the old school with it. You know, shoebox money. You know. But yeah, you know, and this ain't really no money, man. I don't consider myself, you know, well off, man. I just consider myself a disciplined, you know, I'm a disciplined dude. I'm not well off or nothing like that. You know, I still consider myself broke, man, to be honest with you. This is just, you know, this is just me trying to, you know, step my game up, get my investment game on. And that's it, man. So hope you brothers have a, you know, better understanding of what this disciplined life gets you, man. You know, discipline with my women, discipline with my money, discipline with my budgeting, discipline with my workout, discipline with my eating, just discipline, man. This is what it looks like, man. And this is what it gets you. And guess what? You don't have to look over your shoulders. It's legal money right here. You don't have to look over your shoulders. You don't have to be worried about nothing. You know, you want to pull something out of one of your accounts. This is what you do. But anyways, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think.
That's the homie. So the reason I put that up there, I want y'all to see, man, discipline. I want y'all to see that's what he's talking about. Being disciplined, doing what you got to do, living on 50%. He has a video where he talks about living on half of your money because black people like speed. We're known for loving speed. We don't want to take our time and do shit. If you live on half of your income, if you're that disciplined to live on half of your income, you will be called what the Japanese, the Chinese, or the Asians call bitter, eating bitter. You eat bitter for a few years. Now, fast your ass can move. You know how fast I can move if I ain't lived on half my money. I don't even be thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? But how can you live on half when you got debt? You got bills and shit. So in order to live on half, you got to get your bills straight, your debt straight, which is why I'm talking like I'm talking with this Dave Ramsey shit. Anyway, man, God bless y'all. I got to go. I got some stuff to do. Y'all have a good one. I see y'all.